thought that, ooh, it's working. Buonasera a tutti. Thank you for your patience while we do amazing technical things. This is Fate's Grip, and we are at session 69, uninvited. Yeah, snigger all you want. Uh, Let us know how we sound. We
Oh,
are.
I just touched
We got
my.
told today. This is a shout out. We got told today by our amazing government. Obviously, for safety reasons, we are in a lockdown. So that is the reason why we are doing this. As you see us. So yeah, that's all fun. Um, uh, do you want to start, Sheldon, with some shout outs?
Cool. Yeah, I definitely do. I just wanted to remind everybody in the chat, and there's so many of you, which is exciting, that we have a TikTok. So join us at It's Fate's Grip. It's cool. We've got a few videos on there, and it's one of the places that we ran into tabletop troops. That's how we were first met when they tagged us in a very cool video. So yeah, jump on in, and please duet us if you like to make content on there.
That would be cool. That would be so sick.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. I've got a shout out actually. Thank you very much for the shout out about that. We just got a prime sub from Fethrin. I know who Fethrin is. I don't know if anyone here remembers Fethrin, but an amazing person I used to live with way back when.
Heck yes. I thought I recognized the name. I just didn't put two and two
Thank
together.
you so much for saying hi, and hello everybody who's coming to join us. Thank you, and big shout out to you, Emily, for the Nightbot as well. Setting that one up, that's
Just
pretty.
timed out NVCDM.
Yep, I saw that. Yep, apparently. Look,
Can't spam caps in our chat anymore, guys. You have to keep it chill.
really, no caps. Okay.
No, you can. You can. You just can't do all caps.
Ah, that's cool. MVCDM, you've been warned by the Nightbot. Uh, who knows?
It also means that we're a super inclusive and safe space. So hope everyone in the chat feels super welcome and know that you are extremely welcome here to be your true, authentic selves.
Perfect. Love that.
Except Sheldon.
Except Molestra, who's
I'm gonna
not
do it
welcome.
anyway.
Yeah, fair. We are doing this remotely, as you've heard, because of our lockdown. For that reason, I also want to shout out that during this evening, until my amazing 2-year-old son, who's had half an hour sleep, goes to bed, you might hear him yell, scream, kick, and bump his head on the cot, trying to rock himself to sleep forever. So that's cool. And enjoy that, and I will also I'll sort of try and fit it into the theme, I think, a little bit as much as I can. Excellent. Well, oh, and you probably already know I'm trying to talk a little bit lower. I don't know whether that's going to keep up, but we'll see. Cool. Well, I think we're going to just go ahead and recap and get straight into it, unless anyone else has anything else they want to share.
I hate Molestra.
Awesome. Great. Good note. On that note.
All right.
Thank you.
That bitch. Hey, I just put up, actually, just really quickly, I just put up a tweet saying that we were live. And I put some hashtags in it, Team Molestra or Team 5. We would love to hear which side of the team that you're on. If you want to jump onto our Twitter and retweet it and tell us which team you're on, I would love to hear.
Fantastic.
Genuinely. Because if you're not Team 5, I'm going to be upset.
I love
I
all
really
the
hope
other
you're on our team.
teams. I love all the other teams that are in there. Sorry.
Actually, I feel super rude. Do you mind if I just quickly say a shout out that just came to mind?
Yeah. And then,
I'd like to quickly shout out Tolera.
Okay.
Tolera and Ham the DM. What you guys don't know, which is coming to you very, very soon, they've been working very, very hardly in the background to create us a fandom wiki page. So you can actually go on to the URL, which I will submit at some point, and read a recap of all of our old episodes. They've gotten up to, I think, episode 27 at the moment. They've also broken down all of notable NPCs and written descriptions about our characters and stuff like that. I'm going to be helping them with that as well, but it's super, super cool. It's also really cool to read it from the perspective of a viewer and not from someone that's within our group. So very, very cool. Fan wiki, Fate script coming to you soon.
Yeah, thank you very, very
Wow.
much. That's really, really
That's like,
kind.
thank you so much. That's so cool. I'm going to spend
Yeah.
a very long time reading it all.
And Bethrin, you are more than forgiven. I'm so glad you came stop by to say hi.
Hi, Oscar.
Yep. He's there. Okay. Did you want somebody to shout out, Preston?
Huh?
Did you have something that you wanted to shout out?
I just want to shout out me because I'm amazing. Thank you.
Cool. Love it. All right, I'm going to start this music and I'm going to recap. Oh, beautiful.
Preston for doing the bare minimum and showing up.
Jesus.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let's see if this will work. So, let's recap. Episode 68. With the army of Valinor in the east approaching. I'll try and turn this down a little bit for you. That's better. With the army of Valinor in the east approaching, through psionic power, their minds taken over by Oberdin, you prepared to leave your home, your mansion of Parlous Tower. Oh, just going to make this a little bit lower with that. Your home of Parlous Tower being slowly turned into the decrepit, worn cemetery and crypt while you were being ushered into the teleportation circle by Regav Sel, the Furbolg. You appeared safely in Shan with the rest of your staff, seeing some towers destroyed and the people being helped by the different major houses in Corvair, House Churrasco leading them. As you made your way towards the Temple of Ado, you passed familiar faces and homes and shops in rubble. And there, you found Osei, well and revered in Ado's eyes, saw the Kori overtaking a weakened people, confirmed the death of the king, Boronel, and scryed on Malestra, who took to the intrusion with swift countermeasures, making herself known in the city with a trembling of the earth. So, as you all feel the ground beneath you shake, you hear the cries of some people outside as they scamper away out of sight. Thank you so much, Sticks and Stones, as well. That's very, very kind of you. 6 months. Wow, that's really, really nice. Thank you. As you see dragonborn priests and clerics of Ado scamper, Osei has stood up watching that statue in the middle of the room fall to the ground and smash. You hear the sounds of people screaming outside. You hear the sounds of
Great timing, Oscar.
You hear the sounds of babies and women and men all start to flee. Whatever is happening, and underneath you the ground shakes more and more. You see the ground starts to split more, wider and wider, up to a foot. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
No. This is my jam. I should be good at this. I am good at this.
That is a 15.
Okay.
7.
21.
23.
I'm so good at this. Not bad, actually. 17.
17. Okay. All but Dravago, you Yeah, NBCDM. You make a quick run for it, and you just dive away and onto the ground. You've hit the floor, and you are unaffected. But Dravago, you slip while trying to get out of that crack in the earth, and yes, crack,
Crack.
and you feel
Start coming.
the entire building around you shake and stir, and the ground starts to just move and grate against your body as you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as this ground is just shearing across your stomach and leg. You pull yourself up just in time for it to start to come back together. As you watch, though, the building and the ceiling above you, you see the cracks in there, and you see bits of stone just start to come crashing down on top of you and all around you. What are you doing?
Sweet. I guess as a reaction, I will use shield and try to get out of the way.
Okay, you will see this shimmer above Dravago's body as he casts that spell above him, and you scramble around you. The seats that make up this theatre of the round chapel have broken and are in splinters all over the earth. Whatever paintings that there were on the wall have shaken so much that they've crashed to the ground as well. The floor is considered difficult terrain at this point. You see the door at the archway that leads out of this small room into the cathedral proper is also on a slant and is starting to just rumble as it closes in on itself. Osei,
I'm going to.
go on.
So this building's collapsing around us, and the door to the outside to the light is also collapsing in on top of
It's
us.
slowly slanting as it grinds up against itself, and it's starting to become smaller.
I'm going to try and leave this collapsing building if that's possible, and yell to my companions as I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Just-
I'm gonna double my movement dash to
Yep.
get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, I might also dash.
Okay.
Is there any stragglers that are there?
Only Osei, and she's already grabbed your hand, Rook, and is starting to try and pull you with another hand. She's grabbing you, Dravago, and starting to try and pull you both away from this scene. She's going to try and make a strength check to do that, to help you, which she does not do very well. You'll need to do your own thing as she just starts to pull both and just decides it's just too much and just yells, "Let's go!" and
Yeah.
starts to race.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there, making sure everyone is out as well.
Okay, you need to make me athletics checks, please. If
All
you
of
are-
us?
If you are trying to head out, absolutely. If you want to do something else, let me know.
Do I get advantage because my movement speed doubled as 100 feet?
No. Preston.
Damn it!
Can I quickly?
Why am I rolling an advantage? No.
As the
Athletics.
building is collapsing, can I quickly look around to see if there's any other way out other than that door? So like windows, other doors.
Make a perception check.
So that was a 21.
Okay, you are the first to race out. Go on.
If that's the case,
Yep.
can I please stop at the door?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna, as my companions, if they choose to come through the door, I'm gonna give them a helping hand and push them through the door. And as I do, I'll have to touch each of them, and I'll use my guidance cantrip. So for the duration of that, you can take 1d4 and add it to an ability check. Let me have a quick look. Sorry. To an ability check of your choice. You can also choose to roll it after you find out if you succeed or not.
Good to know.
Can I add that to the athletics I just rolled, or no?
No, it's done after.
Actually,
My
sorry.
athletic check was a 19.
Cool.
I'm a
Michele.
12.
My athletics was a 21.
Good.
And I rolled for the steel defender as well, which is a 25.
25. Yeah, you both race towards Thorum. Thorum, yes?
They can add it to the check after they've rolled it, not after they know if it's succeeded or not.
Perfect. After they rolled it, that's fine. And then they'll see the roll, and if they fail, if they think that they're going to fail, they can add it. Sounds good. Gunnar, what's your perception?
9.
9. Looking around, looking for any other way out of this place. There were windows that led out into the square proper, but they've now been shattered, and you can see that the walls that were made of this this man-made stone is now just falling in boulders around you. The ground still shakes heavily.
All right. So my athletics check will be 1.
Oh,
Oh my god.
You all don't even bother with looking around you to see what's going on. You all are racing towards Thorum. As Thorum taps you, Thorum, you're the first because you're facing them. You see the view of Gunnar, who has Gunnar. You were about to race off, but this stone on stone just passing between each other as this whole place rocks catches your sleeve of your trousers and you are stuck. There is no way that it's just sandwiched you in. You're not hurt, but you cannot move at the moment. And Thorum, you see that.
Is it a big rock?
It's the ground proper. It's got you sort of sandwiched in and stuck.
Thorum, you're muted.
So thank you, Amara. So as I understand it, Preston's Gunner
Who the hell is Preston?
is still inside the temple and it's collapsing around him.
Yep.
But he's been captured by the crack.
Correct, and you see that he's probably about 20 feet away at this point, and on the ground trying to crawl away.
Okay, I'm going to, if I can, move up to Preston, back through the doorway.
Who the hell is Preston?
Yep.
Char. I'm going to use Stone Shape, which is a 4th level spell, and that should allow me to move a 5-foot cubed area of stone.
Create a tomb for him.
to create a statue in memory of Char. No, I'm going to use that to, liquid, move the stone around his legs and free him and help him up out of the hole.
All right. Gunnar or Char, before you can even think about what's happening as you're distracted by this captured piece of rock underneath you, Thorum is beside you, and with that, you see that this stone becomes liquid and moves aside, allowing you to become free again. As you look around, you both see at the doorway Amara, Dravago, and Rook and Osei all just Osei yelling at you to come on and hurry. As now that you're free, Gunnar, what are you doing?
Getting the heck out of there.
All right. You both
fools.
race
Throw him out of the way and run. I'm kidding.
side by side. You both race
Or a
out,
fly.
Slow motion.
and in slow motion, you both manage to get to the doorway. As you look out into the cathedral, you see that the large, tall, strong beams that hold up this cathedral are still sturdy and they haven't broken down yet, but pieces of tile from the mosaic above you on the ceiling have crashed onto the ground. The statue of Ado at the far end is still tall and regal and strong as well. But you see that these Dragonborn are racing back and forth, carrying their injured king, and moving outside into the city, in through that main doorway, and very soon you see that the ground has this enormous split in the very center of it that goes right up the stairs onto the base of that statue of Ado. But then nothing. And you wait a moment as the earthquake subsides. Tap, 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 tap. Footsteps with crying outside, still in full fledge. The crowds still fleeing, still
This is
not
so immersive, can I just say? I can hear that crying. Like, it is there.
not understanding what's going on, why the sudden attack, or this natural phenomena. As the tapping gets louder, you see the figure of an archmage come through, walking slowly. And Malestra appears in the doorway. I say immediately holds out just this two-handed sword and holds it out towards, pointing it towards Malestra, and she says,
I'm gonna like visually crack my knuckles, and then I'm gonna be like, I have waited so fucking long for this moment.
I'll be able to pull out the rapier and, similar to like I did with the royal blades, strike it across my metal arm, spark it to grab flames on the blade. Sweet. So Molestra's come into full view now, has she?
as Malestra walks in, you can
Look
see
like?
that she
What's it
is.
look like? What's it look like, Michele?
You can see, what's what look like?
I don't know.
No, what like
No,
describe what you want to see in VCDM. But as Malestra walks in, you can see that she's wearing this beautiful silk red and purple robe that falls, drapes almost like a flowing dress all the way to the ground. You can hardly see the ruby slippers that she wears, and with those heels that they're making that cracking sound on the earth around her. In one hand, with this loose sleeve that's draping down her wrist, she carries what looks to be this bright yellow stick that glows this deep yellow. In the other, she's holding what looks to be a simple plain staff high in the air. As she lowers it, the ground starts to rumble more. As she raises it, the ground subsides and it becomes quiet again. Her face has this massive tattoo on the right hand side now, and you notice it instantly to be of a House Cannith dragon tattoo on this face, and the intricate blue and purple light that emanates from it is powerful and really does envision a high status in House Cannith. And with her dark skin, not a bead of sweat on it, but a calm look about her face, her piercing blue eyes looking towards each of you. So, you called me. You saw me. What did you see? I say still, as her sword pointing, it says, "Do not stay. Leave then. Leave now."
I would say he's talking to us.
No.
So Molestra, okay.
She's talking to
Me?
She's talking to you all.
Oh shit. All right. Great.
Has the earthquake completely stopped now? And this is like we've gained purchase and.
You're balanced. You can see that large split in that ground in the middle. That part's about a foot, so it does make the gap inside into darkness. You notice that as this staff that Melestra carries seems to dip slightly, the ground starts to rumble. As she raises it, the ground just lessens. She seems to be in control of whatever is occurring with this phenomena below you.
Is this quite a big room?
It's pretty massive. It's probably about 150 to 200 feet long and about 80 feet wide. In one enormous hall with these beams on either end and with these enormous arches holding up the room, the remaining of the room.
With the time that it's taking at the moment, would it be possible to hold an action in case something transpires?
What do you want to do? What do you want to hold it for? Anything particular you're waiting for?
Yeah, I'm going to get ready to cast a spell.
Okay.
So you see Rook's arm just become a bit lighter in color as the blue starts to shimmer.
Okay.
Can I look at the staff and see if I can tell if it's made of metal?
Yeah. Make a perception check for me.
That is a 22.
22. You do really focus on what she's holding in her left hand, and without a doubt, you notice the familiar, natural, but dead branch in her hand. It is made completely of wood. You don't really understand if there's anything within, but it doesn't seem to be glowing. It seems to be simply a conduit.
At this point, I'm going to talk to Gunnar in his head, and I've actually already told Preston what I would like to say to him. And I'll message the gist of it to you, Michele.
Yeah, sure.
As well.
No problem.
Could you also include me in that, because I don't remember what verbatim. You told me last week.
That's true. That's true.
I remember the gist of it, but I just want to make sure I know exactly what you're saying.
I mean, it would be great if you had a device that you could like scroll back and see.
You spoke to me in person.
No, I didn't.
You did. You did.
That's fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna look at Melestra. I'll send this text in a second. And I'm going to say, I always fucking knew you were evil, and I cannot wait to fuck you up. Honestly, you just drive me insane. Oh,
Her brows sort of raise.
I'm gonna pull out my staff at that point.
Her eyebrows raise, and she looks at the staff that you retrieve. I apologize if I was in your way. I'm
What?
unsure what I did to deserve this revenge.
Can I insight check her?
Sure, go for it.
Insight. 17.
17. Okay, let me just send you something back.
Secrets! I haven't texted you yet. Where the hell are...
No.
I've pinned your messages now, Michele. That's how important you are.
Wow. All right, I just sent that to you. Quite simple.
Okay.
You continue to harass me. Get in between my plans. Why? Why do you simply not leave
What?
me be?
I'm going to audibly say, what? And then I'm going to say, excuse me, you're the one that's, like, used us. Miss, like, Frazza Blue fucking worshipper? Like, what are you talking about? You used us. lied to us. You made us think Rizzo was evil. He was actually good. You played the victim for most of like our travels. You never got melted by lava. You never got crushed by rock. You are literally the most manipulative person ever.
And you should work on how you introduce yourself to people. Most people would go, "Hi, hello. You've attacked me 3 times and I haven't even seen you yet."
Oh yeah, this is
And-
Molestra.
And I'm harassing.
Yeah, right? That bitch.
Yes.
But you are right, of course. And you see that her movements are smooth and purposeful as she takes one step and then another ever so slowly towards you all together, just outside that doorway on the right. And she continues to come into the room proper. She says, You have no idea what peace could look like under Fraser Blue if you just submit to him. Your gods of Edo and Onata and other ridiculous, powerless, and weak beings who call themselves gods.
Oh bitch.
You
Oh
think-
god.
You think your captured Ilyana will ever escape?
Yes. Obviously.
A fool.
Once we fucking kill you.
A full stream.
Duh.
I have seen all of the Kori in Shan and beyond, and they are everywhere. Ilyana does nothing. Onata does nothing. Whomever you worship, it is amusing.
You know what's amusing? A weak-minded person that believes in a god of fucking illusion. That is a weak human being. So I think it's really rich that you're coming out here and you're talking about, yeah, the Quarry have problems. Great, we'll solve them. We killed the fucking Lord of Blades. We scared you got enough that you're here. I'm not frightened of you. Neither is Ilyana. I'm sure Onatar isn't either. I'm sure Ado is probably the bravest of all of them. Thorum speaks about him so fucking much that he must be.
That's
But
true.
you're out here lecturing us on our gods when your god is literally based around illusion and trickery. Good fucking luck, bitch.
Fraser Blue is of great illusion, yes. Did you know? You would not believe me. That
Probably not.
he has woven a perfect trap. He made the Lord of Blades consider another god to follow. He tricked Anata. He tricked even the Queen of Dragons herself. And you think that he is weak. She lives under the impression she is free, under his woven world. Anata hides or thinks he does, but in a very small cage made by him. Ilyana trapped, seeing her citizens dead. She's weakened because Fraser Blue paints a picture of hopelessness before her
Well, then,
eyes.
isn't it great that she has such a strong fucking follower? Isn't it great that Ado has an army of strong followers? Isn't it great that Onata has such a strong follower? I don't know if you've heard of us, but we're the fucking five. Maybe you have. I don't know. You fucked one of us.
Have you heard of him?
Have you heard of him? His name's Barclays. And he knows everything now. What a shame. What a shame. Loved by no one except an illusionary god. Cute.
Michele, as she's walking forwards, what's on the ground around her?
Make a perception check.
May I ask, as this conversation is going on, you said she's got a wooden staff, is that right?
That's correct.
Out of interest, is there a bit more detail to that, or is it just a typical wooden staff?
You can also make a perception check if you want to find out a bit more. What'd you get, Thorum?
That is a 16.
Looking at the ground beneath her feet, it seems as though there is a small red glow where her feet is that seems to rise and just stay a small glowing circle and just is shifted away from her towards the middle of the room, closer to you than her, and just hovers there.
Are there any casualties of the building being damaged?
Looking around, you notice that the majority have been moved. You saw that there were Dragonborn that were taken away outside, and the place is now empty. There doesn't seem to be anyone around it anymore.
Right, okay. Alright. That's all. Just wanted to know about the environment.
Sure. Rook?
That's an 18.
Looking at the staff, again, it looks like a beautifully carved large branch with a slight curve at one end, at the back end, and of a darker wood, polished but natural.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
And she continues for another second or so with walking, but then stops. And this, as the staff goes down, you almost half expect the ground to start tremoring, but it doesn't. It stops. It doesn't start again. And you can see that on her long black flowing hair, just jutting out slightly as though almost not a part of her head, you can see these very, and you've seen them before, just a very dark, small pair of horns that are thick but low to her head, that are just riveted, that have little rivets in them, and they go from the very front and just sleep on the top of her skull, and they go back about 3 or 4 inches, and then they rise a little bit behind, just on the crown, a little bit up into a fine point. And there you recall that she certainly is indeed tiefling.
Fucking shade, Michele.
Out of game conversations.
Hint, everyone forgot that she was tiefling.
Yeah.
Not
So
everyone.
you will leave, and Shan is mine. I will take over the city. I will make peace in Corvée and any other powers that be.
So you've come to claim the throne.
This is but a start.
Right. Okay, that works for me. I'm going to grab Osei by the shoulder and push her forwards. We have a champion. Why not fight for the throne? Why not fight for the throne here and now?
What the fuck, Thorum?
Well, we're gonna fight anyway.
And Osei sort of just gets jutted forward a little bit, looks behind her at you, and gives you a bit of a smirk. Sword raised. Yes, Gunnar.
While that's happening, I was waiting for an opening to cast a spell. Or Malesha appeared distracted. So can I cast telekinesis on myself? Just trying to keep that hidden so that she couldn't interrupt me.
Okay. Yep.
While when Thorum pushes her.
Pushes Osei.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So hoping that Malesha was kind of distracted by
Distracted.
that.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it appears that there doesn't seem to be any reaction because Malestra's eyes were fixed on Thorum and that shove and doesn't seem to notice what you were doing. And you cast telekinesis on yourself.
Can I message Amara back and just say, are we doing this?
I'm gonna message him back. Message? No, I'm gonna use my racial trait and speak to him back and say,
Well, you could also use it.
I'm gonna say, I want to fucking kill her.
Right. I'm going to try the same thing I did with the Lord of Blades. Hopefully she doesn't weigh over 400 kilograms. And I'm going to lift her up into the air.
Okay.
He
And
has to make a strength save.
a strength save. Okay.
17.
Hey, Jimmy Miller, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jimmy Miller.
Hey,
Much
thank you.
appreciated.
Appreciate it.
What's the
You're a good
strength?
man.
17 strength save.
Fails. And she rises up into the air at your whim and you're holding that spell as she suddenly is lifted. She holds onto her two things she was holding, this large yellow stick and this staff, but is yeeted up high.
And I'll pull her back down, slamming her into the ground.
And you just make her slam, and the tile beneath her cracks as she just lands heavily on her side. That's going to be how high did you take her?
As maximum, so 30 feet.
Okay. I need different.
As this is happening, I might take the opportunity to use that held action if possible.
Were you not going to wait for it? Did you say until a spell is cast? Was that what you were meant?
No, I was going to cast a spell.
I'll cast that spell. Go for it.
As this is taking place, I probably will use this opportunity while she's, I guess, taking damage to try something. So with the staff, I'm going to try and cast plant growth on the wood the staff to disarm her from it.
Are you okay? You're trying to grab it from around her hands and push it away.
Yeah,
Okay.
just making it less able to be held as moss and plant starts to grow off of the apparently natural wooden staff.
Okay.
It's actually Osei.
Amazing. Let's have a
I
look.
don't know what you want to kind of roll for that, or if it's even possible, but
Yeah, cool. You watch as immediately these small vines start to curl around her hand, and almost to the point of her, as she crashes to the ground, her hand's already loosened a little bit by that fall, and I did do that damage. Thank you. And she looks down at this thing that is moving away from her. The stick is actually outside of her grasp now. Yes, Gunnar.
I'm holding her, like
Yep.
holding her on the ground, so flat on her face.
Yep. She cannot move. As
I will yell at Amara.
Yep.
Now.
And you
Yeah.
and you watch as the stick is moved away from her grasp, with the vines in between, just growing out from it, all over the place on the ground. They're making their roots into the earth. Go for it.
Done.
I'm gonna move right up to her if she's on the ground. And I'm gonna fucking smack her with my star.
Okay. Do so with advantage, please. She's incapacitated.
Cool.
Seems kind of fucked up.
13 plus 16 plus 9, I think, which is a 25 hit.
25 will hit.
Can she also please, for the love of God, make a Constitution saving throw?
Con saving throw, no problem. That's a 26.
Ooh, big.
She's fine. Yeah, she's okay.
You slam the staff into her back, and you hear this whoo coming from her mouth, but otherwise she is still on the ground but not stunned.
She's gonna take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. All right, and you see this light emanating from her back, and you can hear that crack in her back, as well as you can feel that maybe a rib or two has been broken. At this point, I'll get everyone to roll an initiative, please.
Yes! That's nice. That was nice. I liked it.
Awesome.
It's because we've been waiting so long, Jordan. Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone crack their fucking knuckles. ASMR. Prometheum said 5 points of sheer spite damage. If you'd like to add that, that's up to you.
Good to know. I'll endeavour to try and do that. I think I will. Good. You can't just call that damage, though. It's just not allowed. 25 to 20.
20.
Woo!
20.
I rolled that 20.
You have a 0 to your.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
What'd you get, Rook?
23.
I got a dirty 20 with a +1 to Dex.
What's your dex check, Thorum?
What is my dex check? Sure.
Take that
Why did
dex.
you not know after 69 episodes?
Thank you so
Because
much, Cam.
I stand at the back and heal.
Thanks a lot. That's very kind.
It's 0. That's how I don't know what it is. It's not
So
anything.
you're first, Dravago, and then you, Rook.
Big Rook first.
Sorry, and then you, Thorum. Apologies. That's what I meant.
Good one, Michele.
20 to 15.
17.
Okay. High rolls tonight with the initiative.
Yeah, we're very keen.
Yes, Gunnar.
16.
16. Wow.
Ooh, I like this.
That's it. No one under 15. Wow.
We want to kill her. We're ready.
Apparently.
We're so keen.
Hey, Yang. Good to have you here. Okay, so 1, 2. I think I've got everyone. Yes. First to go is Rook. You see that Malestra is on the ground, face in, her head does turn and focuses in on all of you as you all start making your way around. I'm going to switch this web camera, this scene, to be the battle scene.
Yeah, make sure you hit that thing that you got to hit.
Absolutely.
That we can
It's,
see.
it's,
Oh,
it's,
Michaela, get ready to switch it back really quick because this isn't going to take long.
Yeah.
wow.
You know, that bitch. Am I right? Am I right, ladies?
We got like 800 HP.
Okay. I think I see that. Does everyone else see that fine?
I can see the crack.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's the main thing, I guess.
Main crack.
Get there. Where is
All
it?
right.
There it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where did I put Thorum? Excuse me while I just take Thorum and put him into there. Okay, so while
Did you just say put him into bed?
put him into bed. So while
Sounds
I make Thorum massive, Rook, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
so-
I will position everybody first. Apologies, 2 seconds while I.
I was gonna say, where's Molestra?
Yeah,
I don't
let's
see.
just right at the bottom. I'll just.
As
I
you're
really like
positioning,
that.
I might tell you.
Am I not over her now?
Yeah,
I just...
I'll reposition first, and then I'll get to that. 2 seconds while I make the scene.
You're going to want to add another creature in there shortly.
Yep,
Ooh.
good to know.
Is it a giant eagle? Because it's ready.
Okay, so Thorum is there. Mara's over. Gunner's about there. Gunner, you were a bit away as well. That's fine. You're there. Okay, 2 seconds. Sorry. What would you like to do?
So as my action, I'm going to summon a giant constrictor snake.
Ooh, very cool.
Cute.
Okay. A giant one.
A giant one, yeah. So I reach into my rucksack and toss out some dirt onto the floor, and a giant constrictor snake slithers out from that pile of dirt.
Okay. I'll just bring that up for you. Just looking for it now.
Apparently, it's a huge beast.
Yes, correct.
My constrictor snake's a huge beast.
Oh,
Can I just say really quickly, we're at 27 viewers
Oh,
live
guys,
right now.
thank you
Oh.
so much for saying hi.
Fucking huge.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And Trolls Meeting said that he's hosting us as well. It's a wild time. So thank you for being here while we
Thank
face
you.
the evilest bitch in the world.
And talk
I like to test, but everyone wants to see her dead.
Everyone wants her dead.
Pretty much. Okay.
Or they want us dead. One or the other.
Hydrate.
Everyone please hydrate.
Okay.
Just finished the
I
dregs of
did
my
bring
water.
that in now. It's happening. So it's huge.
Whoa.
So, do you want it to go on my initiative, or you want me to roll?
Where are you putting it?
It's big.
Let's put it kind of to my left, I guess, beside Thorum.
All right. And she is there beside Thorum. No problem. That's going to be about
That's
there.
not a snake.
Osei is at the front. Okay. So, what else are you doing as you move your hands in a flurry and you see this greenish pink magic just burst out in front of you? The snake simply appears into existence from the back of its tail. It forms in this massive thing with snapping fangs. Go for it.
Is it possible? Sorry to be pedantic. Is it possible to summon it a couple of feet below,
Yeah,
or just
sure.
wouldn't fit in there?
Just sure. About
The
that.
idea is to try and get it into
Excuse me.
combat on the next round.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, sure. No problem at all.
So did you want me to give you its initiative roll?
Yes, please.
So that will be a 16.
Cool. No problem. Off the gunner.
Cool. And then my bonus action, I'm just going to move knowing that she's a type of mage or magic user and being familiar to explosions and things, I'm going to try and come away from the group a little bit just to spread out. I'm wary of being hit by something large.
All right.
So I'll probably move back maybe a couple of feet to the left of Dravago.
I can move you. Where do you want to go?
Oh, beautiful. So I guess somewhere like yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's within 35 feet. Bonus action, I'm going to coat some ammunition in poison.
Alrighty. And you take your poison out. Is it the wyvern you're doing?
No, I'm just doing the feet version.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So just extended. Yeah.
And you cover your weapon with that poison. Very quickly, it just gets applied. Anything else?
That would be all my moves.
All right. Next up, we've got Malestra's going next.
Oh, what?
Oh shit!
Jeez.
That's a lot higher than I thought based on Michaela's reaction.
Absolutely. All right.
So does she get? Is it at the beginning of her turn or at the end of her turn she gets to make a saving throw? Do you know, Michaela?
At the end of her turn, she gets to make a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
But she's not going to need to move anyway.
Okay.
Don't like the sound of that.
Of course. So she put that about in the very center, which is about there. You see now, Thulrum, you're the first to see this because you notice that this glowing red ember in the very center of the room starts to get a little bit larger, and you hear a yep.
Is she casting a spell?
Yep.
Can I see that?
Yes,
Can I
you
see her casting?
visually, let's have a look. Yes.
Okay. Counter spell.
Okay. Roll me a dice.
Roll me a dice.
Daddy.
What am I rolling again? Hang on. So the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Pay attention. Making ability check using your spellcasting ability. So I never know which is the correct one. Is it my modifier or my attack? I think it's my modifier, right?
Modifier, yeah.
15.
15? Okay. As you immediately react with that stop word to just force the spell to dissipate into non-existence, the ember continues to glow more and more and wider outside of that power it failed. And you watch as this fireball just immediately erupts from that point and it just explodes outward in an enormous fireball of flame. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Everybody?
Everybody.
What?
This fireball just extends more and more out.
No. Wait, can we still use guidance?
Yeah.
I think that was ability checks.
Ability checks only.
Oh no. What type? Dexterity, right?
Please.
Okay. Ooh, that's not great. Yeah, but I rolled low.
Hey.
I'm rolling terribly tonight.
Daddy plus 12. No.
What are we going from my left? Thorum, what'd you get?
I'd say 18. Digital dice are being very nice for tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
In the DM.
Good to know. Just remember you saved. Go for it, Travago.
So I will use a flash of genius on myself. to make that a 20.
Okay, you also save.
The spider is also a 20.
Saves.
And the steel defender is a 7.
Fails.
Ooh.
Amara
That will be a 16.
fails.
Okay, but I'm going to use evasion.
Yep, okay, so it's a halved anyway. Yep, good to
Yeah.
know. Rook.
26.
Yep, saves. Gunner.
Fail.
Okay. For the failed, you take 45 points of fire damage. Everybody else takes half
I'm
who
so
succeeded that. And
If I'm
Osei,
resistant
you take
to
half.
fire,
Yeah, you take half.
half the half. If I save
No.
that I'm resistant.
Oh, sorry, half the half. Yes, correct.
Sweet. I'm also resistant to fire, and
Yep.
the spider has evasion and
Cool.
23 or 22?
22 for half.
Just so you know as well, I forgot Snake. He got a 21.
Yep, good saves. So you takes half that. So 22.
22 points of damage. Okay.
To roll a concentration.
How's he sneaky?
Look, he's not happy.
Is it a concentration spell that you're casting, Rook? With that summon?
No, it's not.
Good, just instantaneous. Good. So
Yeah.
you immediately after this spell is cast, the flames just disappear entirely. You see the licks of flame at the very base of these pillars just disappear, and you know the spell has been cast. At that point, she turns towards, who's the closest? Well, you, Amara, really. She turns towards you, Amara, and with these red glowing eyes that start to shimmer and swirl within these black orbs, she looks at you and she says, "You will kill your friends. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please."
I get advantage on that.
Michaela, I failed my concentration check.
Okay, good to know.
Good. That's
So
some
she
good
is no
shit
longer
right
held
there.
in my telekinetic
Is
grip.
that a spell?
That she's casting on Amara, yes.
Yeah, okay. Can I see this?
You're a bit away, big snake in the way, close quarters with... Yeah, make a perception check to see if you can.
15, so 16.
Not from that distance, it's close quarters. No.
21.
Okay. Whatever spell effect she was trying to have on you, you feel yourself almost having this urge to do what Melistris says, but you shake yourself out of it, remembering who you're fighting right now. And she gives you a bit of a smirk. Next time. And that's her turn done. Next up, we've got Travago.
Is the steel defenders not on the map? Is
Nope,
it?
my apologies. Let me just put that on there.
That's what I'm assuming it would be standing next to me.
It is.
Yeah, sweet.
It's coming in, and it's going to be large. All right, what do you want to do with it?
I will move him 40 feet if he can just go to the left side of the map and try to get behind one of those pillars.
Behind
maybe
the rook?
Yeah, or if it can get to the next one down.
You can go sort of behind here if you want to.
Yep. And I'll use my bonus action for it to cast Repair. And it will heal for 16 points. And then I will use my action
Mm-hmm.
to grab an item out of the bag of holding,
Okay.
and then I will use my movement to go on the right-hand side of the map and 30 feet to behind whatever pillar I can get to towards Lestra.
Towards or away from Malestra?
Towards her, but if I could go on the right-hand, if 30 feet will allow that.
You could probably make it to there. Do you want your companion to come with you as well?
Arik can make his way probably on the right-hand side, one pillar up on the right-hand side, and try to get cover behind that.
No problem. Okay. What are you grabbing from the bag of holding? Sorry?
If I have to announce it, it'll be some dimensional shackles.
Yep, cool. All right.
I'd like to thank Saz and John for their subscriptions.
Oh,
What the
thank you.
heck? 11 months.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you so
11
much.
months.
Thank you so much. That's really kind. I've missed that. Apologies. I was. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for that. Okay. So as you take that item out,
And I'll, if I could try and do that without Molestra seeing, I don't know if I'm behind enough stuff, or if you'd like me to roll.
no, you can see her. You can see her.
Yeah, I try to hide the fact that I've got them from her, so I'll
Okay.
conceal them in jackets.
Yep.
Do that as sneaky as possible.
Okay.
If you want to roll anything.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check, please.
That is a 13.
Okay. Well, you sneakily put that onto your person and away from sight. You feel like it hasn't been successful. You don't notice her gaze on you. She still seems to be gazing at Amara while she's starting to stand up. Is that all you're doing?
That's all I can do, I believe.
All right, Thorum, you're up.
Alrighty, so earlier when I saw that fireball go out, I would have seen. Did I notice who seemed to cop it a little bit harder than the others?
Looking around, you reckon Gunnar looks a bit scathed. Yeah, he looks a little bit hurt. You can see him limping, and you can see that large burn on the side of his body.
Right. How does Rook and Amara look as well?
I look like I've definitely probably been like punched in the face or like had a bit of singeing done to me, but I don't look like I'm too battered and bruised.
Alright, cool. So if that is the case, I'm going to, as my action, channel divinity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start to walk forward slowly and praying in Draconic as we go. Gunnar, you're going to take 25 points of HP back. Rook, you're going to take 20.
Whew.
So that's 45. And the remaining 15 is going to go to Amara. And I'm going to use my full movement if I can. So walking very slowly, kind of through the chaos. And I think I should be able to move within 30 feet, just to one square directly behind Amara. If someone could move me, because I'm
Yep, I
I'm
can do
terrible
that.
at roll 20.
No problem. One square behind Amara.
Yeah, and once I'm there, I'm going to lay my hand on her shoulder, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a healing word for. This is going to be underwhelming, so don't get too excited.
Robitussin.
Ah, for 10 points of healing.
I look like I have just woken up in the morning, super fresh, clean. Almost like for a moment you look at me and you're like, oh, she's good looking.
And I'm sure that thought
But
then
for-
quickly fades. All right. So as the
Thanks, Rook.
As the spell is cast, you notice that there's this light up on your shoulder, and you feel a warmth, and the wounds heal over. You do anything else, Thorum?
No, I'm going to. Do I have enough movement to pull my mace out, Darabayu?
Yeah, you can do that.
That's it. Then that's how I'll end my turn.
Dorabeliux, the mace with the quartal spirit, is taken out of your scabbard, and with a short whisper in your mind, it says, "This is what I've been wanting. Kill her for Ado." And with that, Amara, you're up.
The first thing I'm gonna do is, in her mind, I'm going to say, it's not that fucking easy. I like my friends, they're pretty cool. And then I'm going to beat the shit out of her.
Okay.
With my staff, I'm just gonna whoop, whoop. The first hit is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Beautiful. Can she make a con save, please?
That is an 18.
That saves. She's gonna take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And 5 points of radiant damage. And then for my second attack, that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh. Oh, that is the full damage, which is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
For my bonus attack, I'm going to flurry of blows her. So I'm going to smack her another couple of times.
Go for it.
Oh my god, the first one is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
That one's not as good. That's 5 points of damage.
5 points, yep.
And the last one is a 25 to hit.
That hits as well.
I hate her. And that's the full damage as well. That's 11 points of damage.
Jeez.
So Amara just goes whack, whack, and then like shoves her stuff in her back and just pop, pop to her face.
And with 2 enormous hits, you can see her, you can feel that impact break her jaw as she spits blood out of her mouth, and she just wipes it up with her face, with her hand, and you can see that smear of red start to trickle down, and just you can see a tooth or two is just broken and out of their place. And
I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna be like, "Don't look so cute now, bitch."
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what we're doing?
The pile and go, yeah, you're not looking too good.
Oh, beautiful. At that point, it is Gunner's turn.
How's she looking? Oh. Yeah, how's she looking?
Observing her, she looks like she's taken a bit of a beating so far.
Okay.
Thanks,
I'm
Andrew.
going.
Go on.
I'm going to cast another spell. Actually, where am I? Can I just duck behind that pillar? So I'm going to move my. I can move my character, right?
Let me just double check there.
Not letting me.
In which case, go try that.
There we go.
Cool.
I just moved
Can you give
behind
me
that pillar.
access to move Jordan, please, also?
Yeah, sure.
I'll move behind that pillar, cast my spell, so I'm out of her sight. And I'm going to cast Tensor's Transformation.
Okay.
And I will also use my bonus action to transform into my thought form. So at the same time, I become significantly larger, ripped, about twice the size of Thulrum.
Okay.
And I'm glowing brilliantly, like a greenish golden hue.
Okay. And you
Yeah.
transform into your thought form.
I that's my action and my bonus action.
Mhm.
I will then actually. Do I get extra movement? Not sure if that gives me an extra movement. I think it just. No, it doesn't. It does give me temporary hit points though. Woo! So I will move then to. So how much did I use? 5 points. Got 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. To there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. And with that, it is the snake's turn. What would you like the snake to do?
So
Snake.
how many? The snake's 20 feet away from
5, 10,
Molestra?
15, 20, 25.
25. Okay, so I can make it into combat with it to the left
Okay.
of her.
Yep. You see this huge
So
serpent slither up against her.
yeah, so you see him move with this deadly grace, and it coils its back and just attacks.
Mhm.
That is 16 and a 6, so 24.
24 to hit. It hits.
That's 22 to hit.
22
Okay.
hits.
So I'm going to read this to you because I hope this works the way that it does. So the attack I'm using is Constrict. Does damage. The target is grappled until this grapple ends. The creature is restrained, and the snake I can't move. So with that attack, I'm assuming Molestra becomes grappled or restrained.
Escape DC 14. Is that
This
correct?
one's
Oh, large. What is the DC for that one?
this one's 16.
16. Okay. Yep.
I don't. It doesn't say that there's a hole for it.
Correct. Yeah, it looks like it's just automatically grappled as this thing strikes and curls in just super speed around Molestra, just pushing you out of the way. Amara, you can feel that cold, scaled skin just brush up against you, just smooth, and it's now wrapping its way around Molestra and holding it tight. You can hear her go and just hold her breath.
So I'm going to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
10, so that's 14 points of damage.
14. Okay.
And that's all it can do.
No problem. Okay. With that in mind, it is at this point you hear Molestra whisper, and as she whispers, her voice continues to emanate throughout the hall, and she says, "Come, my love, let us finish them." And from the top, just behind one of the pillars, above, you can see that there is actually a second level, just a very thin hallway.
No.
You see a female creature with wings automatically just appear in thin air, and in one swift turn, in her hand she wears this blood red plate mail armor, this pale skin, red lips, with this coned helmet, and she holds this longbow in her hand and fires, and you see this demon creature appear up the top and turn and
Oh. No thanks.
and it aims for you, Rook. This is going to be there. Okay. So this is going to be plus that. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it just hits.
Okay. D8.
D20 just wrote, is she summoning MVCD?
Amazing. That is 6 points of piercing damage, plus another 13 points of poison damage. As this arrow strikes you in the chest, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I take half damage on poison.
Okay.
Due to the poison.
That's 6 points of damage instead, then.
Okay.
And make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that's not so good. Constitution.
What is it?
10.
10. You are considered poisoned. And the effect of that is, just bringing it up now. There it is. Oh, hold on. There. No. Where the hell did I put it?
I think it's on
Ah,
D&D
yeah.
Beyond.
Here it is. Poisoned. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So just bear that in mind.
Okay.
So this winged creature above hides again and notches another arrow in her bow, ready to strike. So that's going to be. Oops. Up to Rook, your turn.
I'm going to read this after. Okay, so seeing that there's a threat, and from what I can see, Malestra is enveloped, I guess, with the snake. I'll turn to our new enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And can I come like below the or behind that pillar of cover?
Yeah, you can go that 25, 30 feet if you want to, just underneath her.
No, just away from her. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can go sort of back there to have half cover if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, would that do?
That's fine.
And I am going to Slayer's Prey as bonus action on her.
Okay, yep.
And I'm going to shoot her.
Okay, go for it.
So we use sharpshooter with this as well.
Sure.
That's a nat 1.
Oh,
And again, that's a lot better.
Are you rolling with disadvantage though,
No, I'm not.
because of poisoned?
Okay.
so wouldn't you take the lower one?
Yeah, the other was nat 1, so I'll reroll this one. I can't roll lower than a 1.
Well, that's what I mean. You're rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah, so I'm rolling twice. For 2 attacks.
Correct. So,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's rolling another 2 rolls basically. Yeah, I see.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
So the 2 rolls on the second attack.
Say again.
14 with a 14, that's a 28.
That's the disadvantage roll.
Yeah,
Okay, that hits. All
21 and then 28.
yeah.
right. Roll for damage on that second attack.
Out of interest, would have a 15 hit?
No.
Nah, yeah, so the first attack didn't work.
The fuck?
Um,
One gets to a 15? What?
so that's 8, 7, 16, so 15, and then 26. That is 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage.
And yeah, 26 points of damage.
Cool. Good.
So that's the poison arrows that I applied before.
Yep. All right. Okay. So they are with the poison arrow.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. You strike the pillar first, and then you re-aim and you fire again, and this time it strikes within the plates of red armor, and you hear her go, and you see her just crack this arrow in just with this enormous amount of strength and just toss it aside. This small bit still within her chest, and she looks around with these bright red and white, unnatural eyes, and looks around for her next prey. You can see this forked tongue just licking her lips and looking for another target. At this point, what else are you doing, Rook?
So that was my action. Slayer's Prey was my bonus action, and I moved, so that's my round.
Okay. Malestra starts to stand up, and she's still within this snake, but she seems to start to move and pulls out her hand, holds it high into the air, this yellow stick still not changed from her hand, and she says, and it echoes into this room, and she says, "This place, it is to your advantage. Let us change that." And with that, you all feel yourself move as you suddenly feel the ground beneath you change.
Can I interrupt that?
Please, you can. What would you like to do?
Can you roll a
Preston, you're on mute.
with yeah, I don't know how well this is going to go, but I may as well use it.
Oh, I hope we don't end up.
So can you roll a d20 with some saving throw?
Wisdom? Sure.
Yeah.
That is a 19.
Nah. Yeah, it doesn't work. All good.
Okay.
Oh no!
And suddenly you appear in a different place. This area seems to be a weird purple space that is unrecognizable. You see that there are clouds of pink and blue and oranges, and you can see that there's this cracked earth, a black hole in the very center. What's that?
Say crack again.
No. And you notice that there's this weird looking platform on either side, on both sides of this place, and you also notice that on one of the loose bits of rock, a familiar archmage of House Lyranda suddenly appears, and as he looks around in confusion, he says, "What's going on?" And you see that this winged demon creature is in the air as well, but outside of this particular platform. Malestra's there, so is Fariso, it seems. He just appears on one of the rocks, and he looks around and what's going on? He looks towards Malestra and he points a finger towards her, and he says, "You."
This is some fucked up shit right now, Farizo.
And he turns, he says, I agree. Malestra shouts, and you can hear this light wind around you as these rocks sort of shift and move in midair, and they crack up against each other, and she says, "Welcome to one of my sanctuaries. Die here." And she's going to point a finger at you, Gunnar, and you don't see the snake, by the way, anymore, Rook. It seems like that has not followed you wherever you have gone. And you need Gunnar to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
If you could please succeed, that'd be dope.
You're muted.
You're on mute.
You're mute.
For the love of God.
19.
19. Okay. As you hear these words from Malestra start to enter your mind, you feel yourself blink for a moment. And Malestra seems like she needs protecting. And she seems like she is in danger. And as she looks to you, she says, "Destroy them."
Shit.
And currently, Gunnar, you are not in control of your facets. You
Oh no! Oh no!
you must act on the whim of Malestra. And she says to you, "Kill the Warforged." And that's all Malestra will be doing this round. Travago, you're up.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, friend. Where would you like to go?
Um,
Where are you?
what's the gunner?
Hey, Dravago, can you stop harassing Malestra, please?
I will use my action to grab off my bandolier a little turnkey like you would see from a toy car in the 60s or 70s. That the handle is a clock, and I'll put it into a recess on his clavicle and give it a little bit of a turn. And it will spin fast, and that's me casting haste on myself.
Okay.
And I will use my double movement speed to get 60 feet closer to Malestra if I can.
60 feet? Yep. Do you want to move that? Or do you want me to?
I can do it.
Okay.
Right. Oh, whoa.
I've got boots of flying, so I can close that gap, I'm assuming.
What's your movement?
It's 60 with haste.
Yeah, you can.
Alright, you can get right up to her.
Yep. And do I get the haste action?
Yes, you do.
And I'll use that attack.
Go for it. As you just scramble your way, everyone else, you see that this Warforged just moves double the speed and just explodes out. And the rock and that well-made ground beneath them just cracks and shatters into rubble behind him.
And it was moving too fast and completely missed it. 2 and mod. Yeah, it'll still miss. It'll be like a 13.
No, doesn't hit.
Then the steel defender will move 40 feet towards her and cast repair as a bonus action.
Okay.
Heal for 11.
I think that's like there.
Sweet.
Ah, sorry.
And the spider will move.
I need to turn
To try and get some cover somewhere.
behind the rock.
Yeah, maybe up behind this rock there.
Yep, cool.
Sweet. And that is.
Whoa,
Sorry.
that's a big Thulrum.
He's a big un. There you go. Apologies. All right. So did you make your attacks and you missed?
Yeah, well, haste was the bonus action was healing the steel defender, and they've all had their movements.
All right. That's your turn then. Thulrum, you're up.
All right, so I am going to, as I look around my party, Rook is poisoned. There's an arrow sticking out of him.
He does seem to be coughing, and you can see that there's this blackish green liquid surrounding that wound. Yes.
Am I seeing anything? How do the rest of my party look?
In terms of health.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Yep.
you look great, good as usual, perfect. How do you look, Travago?
Few scrapes, but nothing rusted or poking out.
Okay. And Gunner's just standing there, 10 feet in front of me.
That's right.
That's it. All right. Well, Gunner's not doing anything weird, and he looks fine, I guess. So I'm going to go on over to Rook, and I'm going to have a quick look at that arrow that's is it just like is it just a full arrow kind of sticking out of you?
Yeah, it's all there. It's probably about 3 foot long, and it's like a thick shaft as well. It's causing a bit of a wound in his shoulder.
All right. I'm gonna look at you, Rook. I'm gonna say, I think we're gonna have to leave this in until after the fight. But as I lay my hand, if you'll let me, on the shaft of the arrow, I'll snap it off so it doesn't get in the way, and I'll cast Lesser Restoration, which should take that poison effect off.
It does. Automatically, you don't feel as groggy, Rook, and you can see your targets a bit more clearly.
Seriously, don't pull that out.
Thank you, Thorum.
Right? What else are you doing?
That I think is my with that little bit of movement and that's a spell. So that's my whole turn.
All right,
That's me
Amara,
done.
you're up.
Oh, I'm up?
Mm.
Shit. Okay, I wasn't. Well, I should have been ready for this. Okay, how many feet between me? Hell yeah, I can move right up. Whoa, what am I doing? Right up here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, time to punch the shit out of her again. I'm going to look at her and I'm going to, in her head, say, even in your world, you can die. And I'm going to smack her.
Do you get an advantage in that position?
Good question. Do I get advantage in...
Is that all you can move? Can you move behind her or just to the side?
No, that's all I can move.
No.
Unless, is it dark in here?
There are lots of shadows around. Yes.
Is it dark behind her?
Not particularly.
Then no, I'm not going to do anything. The first one is, I assume, going to miss with a 13.
It misses.
Um,
The staff swings over her head.
hell, I've gone from awesome to bad. Second one is an 18.
18 just hits.
Oh, okay, that's good news. So I'll roll damage for that one. Can she make a
Constitution?
Yeah.
That is a 15.
She fails! She's stunned!
Okay.
She is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So that is... Oh my god, that's such good news. That is 10 points of bludgeoning
10
damage.
points, yep.
And I guess noticing that she is stunned, I would harness all of my key energy and punch her 2 more times.
Go for it.
Using flurry of blows, if I can speak. Blech. Now, I think I get advantage against her. Yeah, attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yep.
Cool. So I'm gonna smack her twice. What is that? It's a nat 20!
Nice.
So I'm gonna double that dice. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11 points for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And for the second one, if it hits, which it does, it's a 20, it's a dirty 20.
Hits.
That is another 4 points of bludgeoning.
Hey, enjoy that sub, Goodwinny. Well done. Still easy.
And I'm gonna, in her head, say, what are you gonna do now?
Okay. Is that what
That's
you're
my-
doing?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Gunner, you're up. And you know your target.
I do. He's so far away now.
Yep.
Okay. I have to use my movement and my action to dash to get to him.
Okay.
But I'm gonna move around this side next to Malestra
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
because she's my friend. But that's all I can do. Because I don't have any action.
Okay, that's all you're doing? Alright.
That's all I can do.
This demonic creature who is hovering above nothingness now screams as she puts her bow away, and she is going to fly.
No. Go away.
She gets to here, and
Go away.
she grabs you, Amara, and she. I need you to make me
Can I resist?
You can make me either an acrobatics or strength, whichever you want to get out of this grapple. As she puts both of her hands on you.
Definitely acrobatics. Wait. Has the guidance gone? Can I use this?
Has the guidance gone yet?
Oh. Yeah, we had 10 turns. I honestly haven't been counting. So
10 turns?
No, not yet.
So I can use it? Yes. Oh, I need it. I need it really bad. I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it's an 11.
Okay. She grabs a hold of you, and with a force, you are just lifted off of your feet as she just screams into your face something incoherent and demonic, and she and you are flung over the edge of this.
Why am I... Can I try and grab something? Like, is there anything I can grab on the way down?
She can only throw you 10 feet. You can attempt to make a dexterity check for me to see if you can grab a hold of something.
Fuck.
Slow fall or something?
I have that only reduces my damage. I do have slow fall as well, but that is a 16
16.
Is that a dexterity
check. Was it check or saving throw?
Check.
Yeah.
Being that Amara's standing right next to Drago, I'm assuming this, I'll hit you with a bit of flash of genius, so you can add 5.
Oh, that's 21.
And you grab a hold with one hand of the edge of one of these rocks, which has embedded itself in this deep purple color. And you're hanging by one hand and dangling, and you look down and you see just cloud and this beautiful stars, but nothing else. And this demon creature turns towards you, Dravago, now as the next closest threat. And with this long sword that she gets out with, she strikes you, or attempts to. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Fucking 8 speeds.
Alright, that's going to be... Whoops. 7 points of slashing damage. Plus another 13 points of poison damage as well.
Resistant.
Yep, so you take half of that, so 6. And what she's also going to do is... That was just the one attack. So she does have another turn. She's going to lay one hand on Malestra. And she's going to whisper... And you can see that Malestra shakes herself off whatever effect that was had on her.
That bitch.
And that is her turn. Excuse me, her turn. And Fariso goes next.
So just while I remember,
Sure.
I rolled for a concentration spell save. It was a Kraken.
Cool.
And I took 11 points of damage. I'm not overly familiar with that.
That's fine.
mechanic.
So you save. It has to be 10 or over on the d20, or half of the damage, whichever is greater.
Sweet.
So that's fine. You all watch as Amara disappears, but has one hand over the edge. Fariso now flies. Oops, my bad. Sorry. Let me just double check what I did there. My bad. All right. That's better. Yeah, I'll put it there. He flies over and levitates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next to you, Amara, and holds you by sort of just underneath, just where, like on the legs, and just starts to lift you.
I'm just gonna look at him and say, "Hey, I'm just hanging in here."
Oh wow, that's a natural 20. With that strength, he lifts you up, and you manage to put your upper body back onto the edge of this, about there, but you're not fully up yet. You're still considered prone. And with that,
Cool.
Fariso goes back over. 5, 10.
He's running away.
He's going to go there, and he's going to point a finger at this demonic creature and says, "Be gone."
Ooh.
And this creature starts to shimmer and becomes ethereal as this Fariso attempts to cast some sort of banishment on it. But this creature does not move, and it stays where it is for now. That is Fariso's turn. Rook, you're up.
Okay, so standing next to Thorum. All right, cool. I've got Slayer's Prey. How many feet am I away from Molestra?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70 feet?
So I'll put my hand on Thorum's shoulder, thanks, and rush forward 10 feet so I can be within 60.
Yep.
And I cast Hunter's Mark on Molestra.
Yep.
And so the poison arrows, when I make a I create 4. I've already used 2. 1 missed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot twice again.
Okay.
First shot again with Sharpshooter, which never seems to work.
We just got raided. We just got raided by Down to Die D&D. Wow, what a fitting name.
Hey,
Thank you.
Foreboding.
thanks
Thanks,
so much.
Raid.
Thank you so much, and thanks for stopping by. Keep watching. We're just doing a little bit of a.
If we all die, if you'd like to stay.
All right, what'd you roll?
27 minus 5.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do some damage.
27 minus 5? Yes,
Yeah,
it
so
was minus 5
22.
to hit. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So 8. Ooh, 1. So that's 11. 18. 22. And the 2 poisons. 2. 23. 24, 25. So 25 points of damage to Molestra.
25 points. Okay. He said that the first arrow just goes straight into the stomach, and she just and she's breathing heavily as this blood starts to pour out of her stomach, and she looks down and she reaches for it, but before she can do anything, you have your second shot.
And again, so this will be my last with this ability on it.
Yep.
It's a 13 again. So 13, 14, 27 minus 5, yeah. 22.
Okay, yep, hits again.
Okay. I go 5, 15. 20, 22.
22
Hell
again.
yeah.
26. 30. 31 points of damage.
31, okay. And you see that second shot straight above this first arrow, making this wound even wider. You can see that. You can now see that you can start seeing some of the. Oh, thank you, Hydrate. Some of the.
Oh, I have no wine left.
Some of the muscle.
After the break, if we get one.
Absolutely. You start seeing some muscle start to appear underneath that skin, and it's exposed, and it's just bleeding profusely now. She's trying to take any sort of breath from the pain. Anything else you're doing?
So action, move, bonus action. No, Hunter's Mark I use as a bonus action. That's all I can do.
Okay. She needs to make a concentration check,
Sexy.
which she fails. Gunnar, you suddenly appear yourself again, and you no longer seem affected by whatever this molester is. Not a nice person. She is one that you are here to put down, and you realize that in your confusion.
Down.
With that, it is Molestra's turn. No, wait. You've had your turn. Molestra's turn is next. Absolutely. All right. She is going to... First thing she's going to do is just look around you all and say, apparently, this is not the place you should be defeated.
No!
And all of a sudden, you feel yourselves move again.
Ugh. Woozy.
And you will be moved and your ground beneath you changed.
Oh no. No. We don't like this
It's
place.
Team Lava back in play.
Team Lava! No!
As you appear in some sort of pit that is surrounded by chains, spikes coming out from the outside of this circular, gladiatorial-looking arena. You see that this devil lady has followed you, but you see yourselves in different places again. As well as that,
Wait, there's two of me.
I'm getting there. As well,
Shit, this is cool.
not quite. As well as that, I just put you in instead of Thorum. That's all. In my preparation. Oh no, Thorum is there. My bad. Don't worry about it.
There's so many of us.
I think we're like ghosted in where our previous positions were as well. So I think everyone's
There's
doubled.
double everyone. I love it. Yes.
Is there?
More people to kill the mistress.
That's weird. On my screen, it doesn't look like there's two of everyone. So I'll just ask the chat quickly. Is everyone seeing double, or are we seeing one of each person?
Oh wait.
On the screen, there's only one. It's
So
just Amara.
it must be you.
Oh.
I'm just going to refresh.
Yep. All right. With that in mind, then.
Getting excited. There's going to be two of them.
I thought you were going to make us fight clones of ourselves, 100%.
Thank you so much, Fingal, for confirming that.
we
We
like that.
love tech issues. So, as you
Yeah,
look around, you see that Malestra no longer has these two arrows embedded in her. In fact, she looks like she is refreshed completely in that moment. It looks like she has not taken much damage at all. You see a couple of those bruises on her jaw from that initial strike that you gave her, Amara, but nothing else. And so, with that in mind, she is going to... Let me see. What shall she do here? That's done.
She could just die if she wants, I guess. No big deal.
Perfect.
Wait, has Osei taken any turns?
Osei is no longer with you.
Oh shit.
Either.
Did she take any turns?
She didn't. She couldn't. No, she rolled pretty low on her initiative in that first scene.
Your champion, Thorum.
Whatever. I'll spin it when we get back.
All right. She's going to look over and see that everyone is pretty far apart. Maybe the middle. She's going to look at that middle section as she throws what looks like this small green blob towards Thorum, Amara, and Dravago and your mechanical pets. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this coming from Molestra or the demon?
From Malestra.
Okay.
Is this a ranged weapon attack or
It isn't.
spell attack? Kinds. Okay. Wisdom save?
Wisdom, please.
Oh, these dice are both going in jail now. Oh, that's really bad.
Dravago was a 17.
Yep.
The Steel Defender was an 11. And the Spider was a 14.
Okay. You all, just for the purpose of this, you didn't succeed. So I'll get to you in a moment, Amara and
Based
Thora.
on what you just said, I also didn't succeed.
Good. Thora
I got a 17. I'm nervous.
also failed. So all of you,
I'm nervous.
I
Yes?
got a 21.
Rook, you're not part of it. You're only in the middle. You're fine.
Oh,
Anyway, Rook.
I'm wasting my 19.
You all feel. Sorry. You all feel yourselves start to move slower, and you feel yourselves almost stuck in this thick air around you that you can't seem to make any quick movements at all as you're struggling to go more and more forward towards your target. You are all affected by the slow spell, and that is going to be that your speed is now halved. So remember these things. Speed is now halved. You take a -2 penalty to your armor class,
Oh,
and -2 penalty to your dexterity saving throws, and you can't use reactions.
oh, what?
On-
That's my whole thing.
And on your turn, this spell is so OP. On your turn, you can take either an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Annoying.
Okay?
Being that I was under the... Does that just negate haste? Because haste is basically the positive
Correct.
effect.
Correct.
So I'm just
You're not.
not slow, but not hasted anymore.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And your haste is still a concentration effect. Is that correct?
It is. So am I concentrating to keep that up, or am I just negating?
If you want, you can just concentrate to keep that up, but it would still negate. So it's just making sure you're not slowed. You're just normal movement.
Okay, but I still have to.
You don't have to roll anything, but as long as you're okay to keep it up, you are normal movement now.
Okay, yeah, sweet.
All right. So that is Molestra's turn. Dravago, you're up.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm not hasted.
Yeah.
Bitch.
All right. Sorry.
Thank you. Being that every time I try to get close to her, she moves. Is it possible to fly up in the air enough that a spell with, I believe, a 60-foot cone would hit her and the demon?
Oh, I see. How big's the cone?
It's a 60-foot cone starting at myself. So I was...
Yeah, that'd work. Yep. You can.
Yes.
You have to move yourself directly in the middle of both of them, but that'll hit both.
Yep, sweet. So that'll be my movement. My action.
Do you want me to move you?
Like there?
Even further away is fine. You can, if you wanted to be further away, you can be sort of up there.
Yeah, so I just didn't want to hit Thorum or Amara.
Oh, I see. So probably here is probably going to be the only place you can think. Yeah.
Wherever I can hit both of them and not
Yep.
close.
Right next to Thorum. Go for it.
And then my action, one of the diamonds, brilliance, will crumble. And I will put on my best Duke Runyon accent, seeing as how he gave us the helmet. Okay. Taste the rainbow of my prismatic spray! And I will hit both of them with prismatic spray. Which...
What?
I've got that here.
8 multicolored rays of light flash from my hand. And purpose. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a dexterity save for each target. Roll a d8.
Okay, so for the Molestra, we'll start as this huge rainbow of sheer energy just erupts from your helmet, and this diamond just disintegrates, but just flows in the air, following this magnificent display of just pure color. You see it, you see it slam into Malestra. So you roll a d8 for me and tell me what you get.
Yeah. So for Malestra, I don't know if this is going to go great because it's 1, which is fire damage.
Fire, yep.
Mm.
So roll me your. I'll roll dexterity saving throw for her.
Yep.
Okay, that is a 16. What's your spell DC?
It is a 17.
Okay, so she fails. So she still takes half damage though for her race.
So she's taking what terrible rolls. It was 10. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 10d6.
Correct.
Half 13. But fortunately, the demon got hit by number 8, which is struck by 2 rays. So re-roll 2d8s, and it'll get hit by 2 of them.
Hell yeah.
So for a 5 and a 3, so it gets hit by 41 lightning damage,
Far out.
and also a 5, which will be.
Is there saves for this?
It's got its dexterity save, which will also be 40 cold damage.
All right. Its dexterity saving throw was a 16.
So it fails.
On both?
Okay. Yep, I got that. So with that in mind, what damage did Malestra take from the fire? Sorry.
13.
13 in total.
Yeah, so it was 26 halved.
Got it. Thank you. So with one of the rays, these rainbows just separate, and the red just appears to be an enormous explosion of flame around Malestra, who simply stands there as she just takes all of that burning sensation around her, and she appears scathed, but not overly harmed by that. The other 2 colors just crisscross amongst themselves, and you can see that this cone of cold just engulfs this demon, as well as cracking of a lightning strike. It's the lightning strike that does a lot more, it seems, as you can see it just go up the head and the arm of this creature, causing this entire being to shake in pain. And she screams again in this incoherent, demonic, oh God, and she is quite damaged. What else are you doing?
The, I guess, Steel Defender will. It has 20 feet of movement.
No, I can't move it. You'll have to move that one, Michele.
Steel Defender? Whereabouts?
20.
I'll just give you access.
It will just stand in the block above.
There you go. You can move it if you want.
Sweet. So it's 20 feet.
Yep.
And my bonus action, I will use it for the Steel Defender to cast Repair. And it will heal for 15. And the spider will move 15 feet just away from anything.
Okay. Cool.
Either you can do that or you can give me access.
Spiderling will give you access. There you go. Go for it.
And that is Travago's turn.
Okay. Gunner, you're up. And you're muted. Yeah, there we go.
So I'm going to move up on Malestra. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
She just looks down on you and gives you a chuckle.
Is she flying?
No, she's just a bit taller than you are.
Oh no, I'm big now.
Oh yeah, you are that.
I'm a big boy.
You are the big boy. She
I'm a big
levels
boy
that. She's leveling with you.
Yeah. So she looks in her nose at me.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. So I'm going to. I'm still transformed.
Yes.
This is my third turn. I'm gonna mark that down. And I'm gonna take guised poisoner and attack her
Go for
with
it.
that. So that would be an 18 plus 6, so 20 odd, 24. That hits.
That hits.
I'm just gonna do all attacks if that's okay first.
Yeah, sure.
And the next one's 19 plus 6, so I'm assuming that hits as well.
That hits as well.
And so the first one will do 4 plus 2 piercing damage, plus 6 poison damage, plus. That's a G12. 7 plus 4, sorry. 11 force damage.
Okay.
Second hit. 4 piercing plus 2 is 6 piercing damage. 4 poison damage. And 8 force damage. And then I'll use my bonus action to attack again with
Yep, go for it.
my other dagger, which is just 1d4. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Yep. Which is 2 piercing damage plus
Shit.
11,
Do better.
17 force damage.
17. Okay. And that was 2 attacks.
That was 3.
3.
So 2. I get 2 attacks.
Yep.
With this this spell that transforms me, and then I use my bonus action to use dual wield and my other dagger to.
All right. As each hit strikes Malestra, you notice 2 things at once. The first is she automatically seems to glow, and this new effect seems to take place as her skin becomes red hot, and her robe seems undamaged, but she sheds a bright red light as flame erupts from her skin. And you take 3d4 points of fire damage in retaliation.
What did I say?
Which I'm going to roll now. "10 points of fire damage on you, just automatically, as those strikes just burn your hand, but she takes a heck of a lot more, and she just screeches from this short, sharp jabs that you are applying to her arms and her chest, and it is just blood flowing again. What else are you doing?
That's everything.
Okay. I'm just going to send you a quick curiosity.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. Okay. So with that in mind, are you doing anything? That's it?
Yep.
All right. With that, the demonic creature goes next, and she is going to screech again and race over to the being that's is threatening Malestra. That's going to be the thought form in Gunner, and you feel yourself, this presence just swoop up, and she is going to simply take 3 longsword attacks against you. The first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
It's
Second one, that's a 25 to hit.
misses.
And the third one is a 23 to hit. So they all hit.
All hit.
All right. 28. This is all magical damage. 28 points of magical slashing damage,
Okay.
plus another 39 points of poison damage.
39.
39, as this blade seems to be just sheened with this reddish glow, and has this some sort of application to it. And as you get striked with each blow, you feel yourself weaken, and not just pain overcomes you. Yep.
Can I ask? Sorry, what was the first one? So it was 29 poison and. Sorry,
39
did you say
points of
29 or 39?
39 points of poison.
Yeah, and the other one?
Oh crap! What was it?
20 something? 25 was it?
12.
Someone in the chat, back us up.
20. Let's call it 25. 25 points of
25?
yeah, that's right. Of magical slashing. Yeah.
Alright.
Make me that concentration check.
Nervous laughter.
Concentration. Oh, how much? I don't think I can. So half of I can't. There's no way I could make.
You can
that.
try and roll nat 20 if you want to. I'll allow a nat 20 if you want. No. Okay. So your thought form now is gone.
Thought form stays,
Yep.
but my transformation does not.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
I now need to make another con check.
Gunnar, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Yes. Where is it? Okay. Ooh. I'm exhausted.
Right. You take 1 level of exhaustion. So ability checks at a disadvantage. All right. And that is what this demonic creature is going to do. You see Malestra look over and you hear her whisper, "Well done, love." And that is the creature's turn. That's all right. Cool. Okay, Fariso goes next. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to go over, just glide, levitate over this lava that's just swirling, going anti-clockwise in this, and slowly through this chain that's keeping this pit together. And he goes right up to Malestra and puts his hand on her shoulder, and he says, "Die, woman." And you can see that there's a blackening of her skin as some sort of necrotic damage starts to take effect. Wow, okay, he rolled a natural 20 with that. That's good.
Yes! Arizo!
Rizzo's going to steal your kill.
Touch spell attack's going to be double that. Yeah, she fails that miserably. Okay, this is going to be a lot of damage. Oh, okay. This is going to be 8d8 necrotic damage to her.
I hope he kills her.
That is a heck ton of damage. Does he get
High
to double
rolls,
that?
and these are high rolls. Nothing's lower than the 6 so far.
Does he get to double that?
Yeah.
Oh,
How does he want to do this?
Please don't do it. Except let me.
Well, lucky she did what she did, because that was massive. Okay. You can see her entire half of her body just suddenly blacken, and the skin crackles like lava that has been sitting there for ages. These black, craggy, that just burns and dead skin and decay. And as she just breathes heavily, she just looks down at her arm and at Farisa, who just almost in shock takes his hand away, as though he's almost surprised at his own damage. She gives him a bit of a sneer and says,
Do we get to know the number?
"I couldn't have killed you." And no. I can't tell you. It was 56 points of damage.
Oh.
Double?
No, that was it doubled.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's his turn. So Rook, you're next.
Okay. So
Oh, sorry. How dare me open my character sheet?
yes. How's everyone looking at the moment in regards to the creatures? Do you want me to make a? Would it take a turn for me to?
What are you trying to find out? If anyone's in pain?
How wounded Molestra?
Yeah, you can all you can just shout out if you're okay, and people can respond. That won't take anything.
I think it's Molestra. And
Molestra, are you okay?
No, he's asking about Molestra.
I'm asking about Molestra and the
Looking
demon.
at her, she looks like she's in lots of pain. She is just
like
breathing
shit.
heavily. She's bent over. She's looking at her side, which is blackened.
And how's the demon looking?
Not bad.
Demon's not looking bad. Okay.
It's a anti-pasto platter.
I'm just gonna take another couple of at Molestra then.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm gonna change from my standard arrow. Let me know if it takes a bonus action.
To change your arrows?
Yep.
Yes, bonus action.
Bonus action? Okay, so bonus action, I'll change from my regular to my enchanted ones.
Okay.
And I'm going to use sharpshooter again. So that's now 16. That's a 19 with a 16 on top of it, -5.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So 1d8. So that's a 6 and a 7. With 10. So 16. 16 plus 7.
16 plus 7. Okay. So 23.
23, and then Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark. 20. How much did you say? 27?
Mm-hmm.
Adding an 11 on top of that as well. 38. For Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yep.
Fucking hectic.
Okay.
And then the second hit.
Oh.
Um,
You can kill it. Maybe.
so again. 19 again.
I love that. I love that feeling.
Okay, so 19.
Yep, that hits.
A hit again.
Woo!
Kill that bitch!
So just 1 damage with. Plus the 7 is 8. And a bit lower this time. 18 with 4 is 22 points of damage.
22 in total. Okay. Another 2 arrows just get flown over this lava pit and strike her in the legs, and she just kneels in pain again, but she starts getting herself back up from sheer spite. She just starts to rise up, still hurt but not down. What else are you doing?
So it would be my action and bonus action. Can I move
Through the love.
35 feet of movement? I'm just wanting to come to the kind of top area up there. So
20, 25?
30, 35. I just want to not be underneath whatever that thing looks like that can fall on me. Yes, that looks better than 35. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Next turn is Malestra. And she is going to take out a small red vial from her person, and she's going to take a bit of a slog of that, and that will, you can see that the wounds around that blackened form just start to appear less like a blackened dead skin and more of flesh again, and as she starts to heal herself. As she does that, we've got Fariso, we've got just and Gunner around her. What's she gonna do?
What you gonna do when we come for
What you gonna do, bitch? Every time Molester does anything. What are you?
What has she got left? Yep, and yep.
Just trying to enjoy his succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah. This is democracy manifesto.
Okay.
Stop it.
See, your judo is strong.
Stop. Stop. This is a serious moment, guys. This is a serious D&D campaign. You just... Okay.
The first thing she's going to do is, in the very center of that pit where Travago, Thorum, and Amara are, you've all in one go see what looks to be this greenish, acrid air, just like a huge cloud, just come from below that grate and envelop that inner circle, so not just where the grate is, but the circle around it, where the chains start to come out. All of that around you is filled with this greenish, acrid type of smell, and it's overbearing. Okay, so with that, it hasn't taken effect on you all yet. The next thing she does is look over to where you are, Rook, and behind you, you see one of these enormous spikes just start to just shake. And as the spike shakes, it just comes, just erupts out. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you were there. Apologies.
It's okay. I just told him what happened.
Okay, one of the spikes behind you just fires out of whatever bay it was in, and it will make an attack against you as it tries to skewer you.
Jeez.
That is just a dirty 20.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right.
Oh, he's got an arrow in him. He's got a spike in him.
That's going to be 10 points of piercing damage, and you need to make me a strength saving throw or get flung forward from the sheer.
Got in that 20. Oh, you fucking you legend.
20?
Good
Nah,
boy.
20, yeah.
Okay.
Good boy.
You don't get shoved, but you do feel yourself move forward just instinctively from that sheer force of this enormous spike. So you took that 10 points.
10 points.
Excellent. And that's all Amara's going to do. Molester's going to do. Dravaga, you're up. Actually, at the
That's
beginning...
actually exactly what I was going to do. So thank you, Michele.
Perfect. Dravago, at the beginning of your turn, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sweet. This will be pretty good. That is a 25.
Ooh.
Okay. You still take half damage because of this just air around you going into your person, even though normally you're not affected too much by natural air. This is different. This is affecting your joints, and it's making your metal start to almost melt. Oh, yes. 26 points half, so 13 points of poison damage, which you can also take half of that as well because you're poison resistant, so make 6. Yep.
Sweet.
So what else are you doing?
I will. Also, the Steel Defender, I'm pretty sure, is immune to poison.
Good. Yes, I
Just
believe
forget
it
it.
is.
Yeah, so sweet. I will move. I'll move straight up to Malestra. And as a bonus action, I'll cast Branding Smite.
Okay.
Just double check that's bonus. Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, straight up next to Branding Smite, and then take the attack action. Is she considered flanked?
Yes.
Sweet. So that will be a 20.
As you start to strike her, you see her turn or look at you come towards her, and instinctively, as a reaction, she's going to put up a shield, and that shield will allow her to not take effect from that.
Sweet. Then as I get 2 attacks per action, so I'll try to hit her again.
Yep.
Which is a 21.
Nope.
Oof.
With that shield up, it does not affect her.
Fuck.
Then I will
Kill her.
call her a bitch, and that's
All right, Thorum, you're up. And as you do, make me a Constitution saving throw just before your turn starts.
Okie dokes. So that's a 19.
A 19 succeeds, so you'll take half this. Wow, 22 plus 6, 28. So 14 points of poison damage as you just start to choke on the air around you.
Add that in. All right. Earlier when we had that spell cast on us, which has slowed us down tremendously.
Yep.
Do I understand that to be like, was that an area of effect which I could reduce by moving out of the area of effect?
Yes, Preston.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask. Did she roll a con check?
I was just about to get to that. No, you got me there. But I was just about to go.
Boo.
You are.
Boo.
That's
God
okay.
damn.
You're fine. You are no longer affected because of the amount of damage she took. So you are no longer slowed.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
Sick.
In that case, I'm going to. Do I understand this gas all around us? Is it a magical effect, or is it?
You actually make an Arcana check to see because it seemed to have come from below you, so it seemed to be mechanical. But make an Arcana check to see if you know.
15.
Hard to tell. Because of the grate below you, looking down, it looked like it looks like a vent of some kind. So whether or not it's come from there, you're not sure if it just appeared.
No, I'm going to take a punt anyway, and I'm going to cast a Dispel Magic at 4th level.
All right.
See if I can
And
get rid of this.
instantly, the almost like a light breeze washes away. It reverts back into this small, cloudy little point and then disappears. The magical effect taking shape and no longer being used.
All right. And I'm going to use my move 30 feet until I'm basically just up behind Travago.
Okay, yep, sure.
Actually, scratch that. I might move rather. I'll just see if I can do it for myself.
Oh, no, you
Just
may not be
to-
able to. I can. Oh, you did. Good, great.
I got it. Okay. Is that? Am I on solid ground there?
Yes, you are.
That's where I'm going to stay.
Cool. Alrighty.
After checking to make sure Amara's okay.
Okay. Awesome. Amara, it's your turn.
DM question. Can I move through friendly people?
Yep.
I can?
Yep.
Beautiful. Then I'm going to move all the way up here.
Sure.
And I'm going to look at Molester and be like, oh, I move so fast. I'm such a freak. And then I'm going to raise my staff and just try and smack her legs out from underneath her. Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Hell yeah. So that's a 17 plus 9. And that is 8 points of damage, and I'm going to use my last radiant damage on her for 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do my second attack, which is a natural fucking 20.
Nice.
Can she also make a constitution?
Sure. That plus that is a 20.
She passes, so that's fine. It's 11 points of damage for the second. I'm going to flurry of blows again.
Go for it.
God. So 2 more hits. Ooh, that might not hit. I don't think it does. No, that's a 15 to hit, so it won't. So my first fist just and then I realize it hits and I go, oh, psych, and then I try again.
Okay.
And I don't hit again.
Okay, cool.
So I go, psych, and then I'm like,
Double set.
All right. In
Shit.
her imposing figure, you feel a little bit taken aback by it. So it doesn't
I'm a little
strike.
scared. I just am trying to hide it really well.
Is that your turn?
I'm gonna say, how does it feel knowing you're gonna die on your own turf? And that's my turn.
Okay. Gunner, you're up.
You're on me, never mind.
So, I don't know what to do here. Can I ask, this environment, are we in like a
Cool. Around you, looking up, you see a cloudy, grey sky. A low cloud that seems to be covering this area completely. And around you, you can just barely see outside of these tall walls of stone that make up this perimeter. And it is just a grey expanse. An endless
Does anyone know where we... Sorry, you go.
environment. An endless environment.
Does anyone know where we are? Do I know?
Let's go with an Arcana check.
like those.
Hey, Brad. Go on.
20.
22. You certainly don't. You don't recognize it to be anywhere on the material plane of existence. Having a bit more of an investigatory look. There is some grey in the air. You see some small grey wispy smoke. Reminds you of reading a bit about the Shadowfell.
Cool. So, knowing that, and that I have assumed this creature is a demon, am I aware that it is not from this plane?
Yep.
Cool. Did Malestra summon it, or did it just sort of like come out of the shadows when we started fighting?
You don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to turn to that creature, and I'm going to cast Banish.
Okay. It needs to make a saving throw. What's the DC and what type of saving throw?
Charisma.
Do you need an item distasteful to the target for that?
No.
Oh, well.
Can you explain why?
Me or him?
No, you gonna.
So the material component doesn't have a gold value. So I can use my focus instead, which you can also use your holy symbol to do that. You just like role-playing it, I think.
Yeah.
No, I do like role playing.
Yeah, it's cool. All right. So, sorry, what's the spell DC?
17.
And what is it?
Charisma.
Charisma. Just go back to her stats. Charisma is... Oh, okay. Jeez, quite high. That's a 20.
Nah, fails.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
And
that
she
sucks.
remains where she is. A powerful demon of the Nine Hells shakes off that banishment spell, looks over towards this golden nimbus and just screeches at you.
Cool. I think that is all I can... Actually, no. I'm going to use my bonus action to give her a telekinetic shove.
Okay.
Get away from me! Push her back.
Wisdom saving throw?
No, strength.
Strength. Cool.
She'll make it.
That is a 15.
Ah, she fails! Suck shit. So I will push her back. Where is it? I think it's 10. No, 5 feet. So she gets pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
And I will then use my movement to move away.
Okay.
So Malestra will get an attack of opportunity if she wants to.
Just a normal staff attack. That will be a 16 to hit.
16. I will use shield.
Okay. Nothing
I
happens.
use my shield. Thank
All
you.
right. With that, the creature, this demonic creature, just moves straight over to you, Thorum, and flies down, her longsword out, and she just screeches and just attempts to attack you 3 times with the longsword. The shining silver blade with this red tinge to it is imposing. It has, now that you really see it up close before it tries to hit you, these little tiny teeth on either side of it that just make it a razor sharp device of pain. Now the first one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
The second one is a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
And the third one is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so the 2 of them hit.
While you're on rolling dice, can I just say we have some Brad Snaps who is saying bidet. from US Florida.
Nice.
Hey.
It must be a very weird time right there. So bidet.
Hello there. Thank you for coming in. So it's 10. 18 points of slashing damage, plus 26 points of poison damage, as you just feel yourself also get just overwhelmed by this skin that's turning pink and rotten from whatever poison is going on. That's its turn.
Oof.
With that, Jordan, thank you so much.
Jordan! Jordan!
Enjoy those free subs. King, Wolf, Bad Mummy, Never Ending Kojax, Artifact 42, and Fingerfire. Enjoy those from our lovely.
Jordan!
From our lovely Jordan.
Thanks.
So, with that, Fariso goes next. He's going to attempt to do the same thing and just continue to dig his hand into Malestra's shoulder. And with this grimace, he looks at her and says, "You denied me everything, tricked me." And you can see this black smoke start to come out from his hand, and just with all of his strength, just try to push her down. "Everything I built for the Archmages, you burned. Everything." And he tries to cast Blight again. Oh, no.
You're gonna get a clean one.
That does not.
Good Chorizo!
That does not affect Malestra this time at all, in fact. And she sort of puts her hand on his and swings it off and looks him straight and dead in the eye. And you can hear her say through gritted teeth, "I had..." Oh, MVCDM. Jesus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Guys.
You're really kind. Thank you very much. Enjoy those subs, everybody. Enjoy, and that'll help you find out when we're on. And wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
She says to him, "I hated the Archmages, every one of them, and they lie dead in that tower, hidden, burnt." And he just rages at that, and that's all he can do, though. Rook, you're up.
Finish her!
Yeah, look, I'm just gonna have poking her with arrows.
Yuck.
Okay, so there is something I'm gonna try as well. But we'll do the attacks first. Alright, so again, with the enchanted arrows. And sharpshooter, so -5.
Then that's funny.
Nice.
So yeah, I got a banshee on banshee dice.
Oh.
Roll for damage.
So roll for damage.
Double the dice, yeah?
Joking on those nat 20s.
So yeah, do I double the dice or just the damage when I roll
No,
it?
double the dice. And
Double
then
the
add
dice.
whatever extras you've got, yeah.
Okay, cool. Not amazing, but so that's the double dice is just a 7 damage there.
Are you doubling that?
No, he said double the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
no,
it's-
so you roll one dice and you double your.
Sorry, I missed. We'll go with that because then I feel. Okay. And then so 7 on top of that as well, so that's 4.
Yep.
And that's another 4. That's another 7 on top of that as well.
Okay.
And then 10 for sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, yep. Okay.
So 24, 31 damage.
I got it. And you can see that this arrow just flies between, just with such precision, between Fariso and Dravago, slamming her and causing her to take a step back in the upper leg. And you can see that it's hit some sort of pretty important artery, as you can see the blood start to rush out in earnest. Take your second.
And the second shot with Sharpshooter again.
Another 20.
Not so good. So I think that's actually going to miss. 5. So that will be a 21 minus the 5.
Yeah,
so
it misses.
yeah, that shot misses.
Just flies over.
Now I still have Frizo's gauntlet that I've never used.
What?
I picked it off of him ages ago. Was it a bonus action to use one of the stones in his glove?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to try and... I don't know if I have a DC for this because of the item. But I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on 120 feet. Yeah, the demon's within 120.
Yep.
I'll cast Crown of Madness on the demon.
Okay, it uses your spell DC.
Okay, so just uses my spell DC, does it? Okay, that's not... so just be a DC of 13. Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay. That was a 17.
Yeah, same.
And you see these thorns start to grow and shimmer into existence above her head while she's laying into Thorum. And you can see that she grabs whatever materialistic magic is involved, and she just scrapes it off. And you can see that her helmet just falls from her head. She has this bright blood red hair underneath, all beautifully straight, but she just almost dispels that magic out of existence.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be my action and bonus action. I'm happy where I am.
All right. Malestra looks around her, sees Travago, Amara, Fariso, and Gunnar, and she sort of gives you all a bit of a stare. If I go, they are on my terms, not yours. I go, but Fraser Blue lives. Everything he has given us remains. And that flame that you saw, Gunnar, comes back again, but this time she almost retrieves it from her own body by her hands, and with I can't hear you.
Good one, Gunner.
I'll shout louder. Is this a spell?
It is a spell.
Counter spell.
Go for it.
Hell yes. Roll good.
I'm casting it at 4th level. Does that make a difference?
Still roll.
Okay. Uh, 21.
And this flame just becomes nothing.
Yeah.
As
Yes!
whatever spell she was
What a fucking wizard.
whatever spell she was going to cast, it just completely disintegrates into nothing. And with that, she is going to take her other action.
Is that considered... She didn't attack someone, did
No.
she? Within my melee range?
No, correct. Okay, she's going to simply vanish.
No!
She,
No!
she no longer is in the position she is in currently. It seems she's just disappeared. Now, question on
cast
that.
another spell?
She tried to. Would you want to try again?
Oh no, I can't. I only have one reaction. But do I recognize the spell that she casts to disappear?
It seems to be some sort of. If you want to roll Arcana, you can have a bit of a gander.
I guess what I'm trying to work out is, did she just disappear, or is she like teleporting away?
I see what you
completely?
mean. Yeah.
So when I roll, because of my feature that I have, whenever where is it? My wild talent hits intelligence. So when I make an intelligence ability check, before I know whether the check succeeds or fails, I can also roll my psionic talent die.
Yeah.
It's currently a D6. Actually, it's a D8. I've been rolling a D6 all night. Anyway, I just rolled my D20 and my D6 at the same time. I rolled a natural 20 and a 6. So my Arcana check is 31.
Beautiful.
Oh.
You can even smell the spell that she casts, and you know it very well.
What?
I don't know. She cast greater invisibility.
So she's here.
She's here.
I'm going to yell that out. She's still here.
Branding squad.
All right.
Wait, where is she?
Oh. That robe. I can see invisibility. I can see invisible things.
Where is she?
Can you see it
Hang on,
when you change form?
hang on. Let me just check that. Hang on. I want to
Can you
make
see
sure
it
I'm
when
not
you change form, please.
You can see invisible creatures and objects as well into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Using that robe.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it?
You have transformed into your. Okay, so just a curiosity. Can you use any of your other items? Do you think in your form?
Thought form. It doesn't say I can't.
So you could get some rations or something from your person if you wanted to. Is that right? Just clarify.
Yeah, it should.
Yep.
Hang on. Let me look at it again. You magically transform your body into pure psionic energy.
What happens to your belongings?
Doesn't say. It just says my body.
Okay, we can clarify that later. For the purposes of the robe of eyes and how powerful it is, you could still see her then. So she is moving. So just for you, she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, right next to Thorum.
I'm shouting that out to Amara. She's moving. Can she get it? Does she still get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, but still with disadvantage. Yep.
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just gonna punch into the air.
Travago, you also get an attack of opportunity with disadvantage, as does Fariso.
Oh, that's enough. So no.
Cool.
Disadvantage.
Bringing the other dice back.
That'll be 16.
Misses. Alright, so none of you get purchase on Molestra. She runs away from you. And that is her turn. Travago.
I'm going to attempt to see her by casting See Invisibility, given that Gunner's shouted out that she's still here and moving.
Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah. And it is for an hour, and it's for an action, and your eyes start to just change into a white, low light. And you see Malestra right next to Thorum, and she's outlined with this darkish shadow, but she's definitely there.
Oh,
All right. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, sorry.
So I will move the Steel Defender.
So you get attacks as normal, but everyone else still gets it with disadvantage for now.
Yeah, that's fine. So the Steel Defender will go there. Dravago will go here.
I don't feel sorry for Malastra.
And as a bonus action, I will try and attack it with the Steel Defender.
Go for
It.
It, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's an it.
No, go for it.
And this is disadvantage.
Not for yeah, for the creature, yes.
Yeah. The exact same roll, but it'll be a miss.
Okay.
It's a 15.
Okay. Missing.
And that is my turn.
All right, Thorum, you're up.
So I saw all those attacks that Dravago just threw. I heard them scream, she's moving. I saw him move and start throwing the attacks. I can see roughly what he's aiming at.
Roughly.
Right. So, with some deduction, I'm going to call in a flame strike. I'm going to call it in pretty much right in the area that's there, as close as I can to myself without harming myself. And that shouldn't be at a disadvantage. That should just be a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
And if it's a 10-foot radius, sorry. So that might, if I do it right.
That's going to affect the creature, at the very least, Travago's pet. If you do it away from Travago and yourself, it'll still affect this creature. If it's a 10-foot radius, you said?
10-foot radius.
Unless you want to do it.
Is it possible to bring it slightly to the left so it?
If you want to do it on the corner, so that only Molestra is affected, that can happen too. But it'll just be the corner.
I've seen him build another one of these Steel Defenders, right?
Just burn it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring that down right where he's aiming.
Go for it. All right, dexterity saving throw DC of
15. And that's half damage on a save.
Well, Molestra
What was that?
Molestra will take quarter damage because she is resistant to fire as
Quarter
well.
damage.
Radiant as well, I understand, yes.
Radiant and fire,
well,
yeah.
yes.
So
we'll roll
you would
separately for the fire, please.
That's it. So you'll take 13 points of fire damage.
Is that already
And
halved?
16.
Or...
That's not half.
Okay.
That's just my roll.
Yep.
And then 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay. And with that, this enormous column of fire and light just swirls above you, Thorin, for a moment, but you aim it well and it just swirls around and around, and it... Does it stay?
No, it's just like it's a one action effect.
Boom, and it disappears as quickly as it appeared, and you watch as there is definitely some licks of flame around this person who's shimmering in and out of appearance right next to you. What else are you doing?
How does Travago look?
How do you look, Travago?
Like a metal man. It was a little bit bruised, but not too bad. Just double checking too. They were both halved on a dexterity save, the radiance and the fire.
Yes, they're both halved on a save.
So the Steel Defender.
Sorry, say again.
The Steel Defender rolled a 23.
Okay,
So it's
Nice.
cool. Okay.
Hmm.
Doing anything
I
else?
know that's me done.
That's you?
That's
Okay.
all I got.
All right, Amara.
So I see this crowd of people, I guess, standing facing lava, which I like visibly shudder at. I'm gonna look at everyone and go, "Where the fuck is she? Where is she?"
where the fire hit.
Be specific, Travago.
In,
Where-
gonna
in
point.
between me, Bingo, and Thorum.
Wait,
I'm
in the
pointing.
middle of you?
Where we're all facing.
What did you say, sorry, Thorum?
I'm just pointing right at the spot where I can see the outline of flames.
And I guess I look there, and I can't really get close to anyone that's there. Is that right? I can't, like, shove my way in there.
Walk across the chain just above that lava.
No, so instead what I might do... This is so fucking stupid. I'm gonna stand here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully behind the ledge and not...
Okay.
I guess.
The ledge is about 5 feet high. So you'd have to take some time to climb over it.
Oh, I don't want to climb over it. I'd rather stay behind. I can see over 5
You can
feet
see,
because
yeah,
I'm
yes.
slightly taller.
Yes,
So it's kind of like you see basically this,
correct.
and Amara's going to put her hand up and just throw a dart.
Go for it. Disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
It's still
Because
invisible.
why?
It's hard to hit when you're invisible. Even the elixir flame around you, they disappear as well.
That was a pretty fucking good roll for a disadvantage. It's still going to miss, but it's an 18.
Misses.
Pardon?
It misses. Sorry, no, it just hits if it's an 18.
Oh, really?
Yep, the shield is down now.
That is a whole 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw another one.
Okay.
'Cause I can't do much else. Wait, is the dart sticking in her now?
It did hit her, but you do see that there is in this shadowy and glowing environment there looks to be a little weapon sticking out of her. Yeah, actually.
So do I still get disadvantage? It's okay if I don't.
There's still some invisibility going on, but
Okay.
yeah. So roll with disadvantage again.
So I rolled a disadvantage and I rolled a 14 and
I didn't get that last bit.
I rolled a disadvantage and I still rolled a 4.
For some
'Cause that's a
reason, that microphone cuts out at the exact same moment.
I hit. I
Okay.
hit. It's fine. It's a 14 plus 7.
Beautiful.
That's for another fucking 4 points of damage.
Cool. Okay.
Bonus action. I'm gonna try and I would now get a sense.
Where she is? Yes.
Yeah. I can't see her though. Fuck. Okay. Fuck. I can't do anything. I'm gonna shout at her and be like, "Your invisibility is pointless!"
Okay.
That's all I'm
With
gonna
that,
say.
Gunner.
So I did a little bit of reading. You were correct. But I've been using this wrong this entire time. I'm so sorry. In the text that you just see under features and traits, it doesn't mention it. When you click in it and go into the paragraphs that it gives you, it does mention at the bottom your equipment does transform and meld into your thought form as well. So I technically wouldn't be able to use my daggers and things
Good to
in
know.
this form.
Good to know for the future.
So we'll just not do that anymore.
Perfect.
But if that's the case, we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But for the purposes of this, I will drop my thought form, and hopefully I can still see Malestra.
Yes.
And I will cast Magic Missile
Okay.
at second level at her,
Sure.
which is 4 of them. 20 something, 22.
22 points of damage.
No, that's just the first one to hit.
Yep, to hit hits.
22 is 18
Mm-hmm.
hits.
Yep.
I'm just rolling all of them first.
Perfect.
Yeah, that hits as well. It's like 24. And finally, yeah, same again, 22. So they all hit.
Perfect.
And that means, God, how many D4? Okay, it's gonna have to roll this multiple times. I'm sorry.
That's right.
So 2, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13,
Oh, we're in the background.
15, 19 force damage.
19 force damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You see that these missiles goes all into this shape that you see as as Malestra. I keep saying that as Malestra, and you see her.
How dare you
I
scare
know.
us.
I know. Terrible. You see her body start to. You essentially, one of the missiles just completely destroys a right hand, and the right hand just gets blown off, and then the rest of her arm on her right just gets exploded in blood and flesh into this lava below. You can see that she has this fire that seems to be coming out of her arm. She looks around, and this third and fourth strike absolutely destroys her leg underneath her, and you can see that her leg just explodes in a shower of simple just flesh as well, and limb. It just gets a full half of her body is now destroyed, and she's looking around, almost
Still alive. Fuck.
almost.
It's like that fucking fight from the Monty Python movies. It's like, it's like a flesh wound.
And she's bleeding profusely. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Wait, where is she? Oh, yeah. She's at 5. Yeah, I think she's within range. Yeah. I will move forward. Actually, I'm going to move forward just one step. That'll be enough, I think. I'm now within range, and I'm going to use my telekinetic shove. But I'm going to pull her toward me into the lava if I can.
Okay.
So 17 DC.
Well.
Oh, I was just going to ask, would she have disadvantage considering she's got one leg?
Yes, but in her own stats, there's an advantage, so it's just a straight roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she rolled a 20.
Oh, wow.
She's
She
a
needs
resilient
to
bitch.
live, guys. She needs to live. It's a sign.
As you finish that action and you try and pull her toward you, you see that this demon is now going to fly away, and Thorum, you'll get an attack of opportunity if you want to.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to take that with Dora value.
Go for it.
So that is a 24 to hit with a +8.
That hits.
That's it. And that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. As you feel this satisfaction in your mind from Dorobalyux, who immediately just tells you, yes, more demon to kill. The demon lady just gets struck in the back, and you hear an audible crack as you see this demon fly away initially and then go around and go directly on top of Malestra.
Oh no.
And she puts one clawed hand on Malestra's head as she speaks in common for the very first time, and in a shriek she says, "You failed him." And as Malestra looks up, you can see for the very, very first time there is a hint of fear. And then, in one swift motion, all of a sudden, the demon and Malestra simply blow up.
What?
One enormous, massive blast. And flame and lava and smoke just billow outward around them all. And I need Amara, Thorum, Travago. And everyone but Rook to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck you. Oh, okay, that was okay. 19.
Is this a magical effect?
Yep.
Okay.
Dravago is a 9, and the Steel Defender is a 23.
That's a 2.
Oh.
Cool.
I rolled a. You said Dex, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Mm-hmm. Who hasn't rolled yet?
I think that's all of us, right? Everyone except Rook?
Rook, yep. Everyone but, yep, that's right. Alright.
Assuming the spider isn't going to get hit by it, it goes all the way over the
Yeah, correct.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay. So, sorry, rolls again were Gunnar,
15.
15, 2, Amara,
19.
19, Travago.
Was 9 for Drago
Okay.
and 23 for the Steel Defender.
So the Steel Defender and Amara save
Hell yeah.
and take half damage from this. Everyone else takes
Oh, no.
full damage. And that is... I'll just roll some dice now. Excuse me.
Can I just quickly, while you're rolling dice, give a shout out to someone in the chat. They're gonna be super upset that I've done this. Their name is Lona Blood, and we all know them as. Welcome to the chat, and thanks for tuning in to something that isn't me.
Amazing. Hey, hope you're enjoying yourself. And my amazing descriptions of things.
Especially limbs being evacuated from someone's body.
That doesn't
All right.
sound like...
Could you please evacuate your arm?
Those who failed, you all take with this massive amount of fire and hot lava around you, 86 points of fire damage. Those who pass take half damage.
I live!
86?
86.
Oh my god, look at Gunnar! Gunnar, are you dead?
Gunnar got
Bloated.
I'm not sure. What's the rule? What's the rule when you insta die?
I always assumed it was your full health. Like, if I got 100 hit points, if you get brought down to negative 100, you're dead.
Yeah, you're exploded.
Is that right, Michele?
Let me double check the rule.
Do I take half of that?
Yes.
So it was 86, right?
So 43 for half damage.
Watching my friends get
Okay.
exploded.
Let's have a look.
Someone in the chat said yes.
Yeah, you total neg.
Yep, negative. Brad Snap said yes. Solera said yes.
Yeah, so if you got 10 HP and you take 20 down.
You were
I
dead.
usually give away spoilies, but that one's for the chat.
Wow.
You said that was fire damage too?
Yes.
So there is something with the Helm of Brilliance. If I fail a save and take fire, I will roll a d20 and hope to God it's not a 1. Which luckily it isn't. It was a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise everyone around me would be dead. Very dead.
So, if the damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, massive damage can kill you instantly. When damage reduces you to 0 hit points and there is damage
Oh yeah, I
remaining.
can get evasion again, so no damage to me.
Cool. You die if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum.
Right. Well, I'm at 0.
And
My
you
my
at-
maximum health is 86.
oh,
Were you
wow.
already at 0?
No, I was on 42.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
And you look towards the remains that are left, however little, and you see before you almost just a shadow of what was once there, of some wings that have been just stuck.
We don't need that
burnt and
description.
stuck on the wall, and the burnt remains of 2 beings that are now floating in the lava but slowly moving down underneath it.
Do I see Gunner fall?
Probably see me
Yes.
on the ground
Yes.
afterward.
Yes.
Is it shadowy where I am?
Yes.
Is it shadowy where he is?
Yeah, there's shadow underneath that wall.
So I'm going to shadow jump immediately. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? I don't know how to control this app. Oh, I've just controlled like a bunch of people. Hold on. Never mind. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so I'm going to shadow jump like straight up to him. I'm going to go into my pouch on my side and I'm going to take out a potion of supreme healing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shove it straight down his throat and just boom. Which is gonna be 10d4.
What was that
so-
what was that gonna?
I just rolled a death save just for shits and gigs, and it was a natural 1, so I
Nice.
would have failed 2.
Why has it not added this up for me? So you're gonna take 27 plus 7 hit points of healing.
Sorry, you cut out. What was the total?
47.
47.
47.
Okay.
And I'm back up again. What a roller coaster.
No, but a healing. No, he was at 0. He didn't double his. He's fine.
Thorum,
He didn't double
as
his.
you yourself in the vicinity and Dravago feel yourselves and the skin and the metal just
He's 40.
pain overtakes you in shock at the damage that you took from that blast.
Ow.
And
I'm
you
gonna
go on.
no, I'm gonna end this pain pretty much as by healing myself pretty much as quickly as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that's going to prevent me from doing that? Because if I'm on fire and covered in little bits of hot lava, I'm going to go ahead and cast Channel Divinity. I'm going to drop the first 20 points right on top of myself,
Mm-hmm.
and the second 20 points I'm going to drop onto Dravago.
Mm-hmm.
And then how does Amara look?
Cheers, buddy.
I look at you and I just go, and I look perfect. Like I've never even been harmed or touched.
I'm going to take the remaining 10 and give the other 10 probably to Dravago. If I see Gunnar, here I see you. You're being nursed back to health. I know what that potion is.
I'm holding Gunnar like a baby and just like,
I'm covered in fire. And no
I'm
one's helping
just
me.
on half hit health.
I wish I was on half health.
Well, give it to yourself then.
I did.
All of it.
Nah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And as I look around, what's Farizo doing?
Farizo, for the first time you've noticed since that explosion, he's very hurt. He failed his saving throw as well, and you can see that a good portion of his face and cheek are bone, down to the bone, with the amount of fire that took effect, and he seems like he's breathing heavily, and he puts his hand on his face, and you can see divine magic take effect, and it scars over, and just enough to close the wound, but not enough to fully cover that injury. And you see that his hand is shaking heavily as he looks over towards all of you and says, "Is everyone all right?"
at this point, if Gunnar is not dead, I'm gonna stand up and look at this 5-foot wall in front of me, and I'm just gonna straight up just like punch it as hard as I physically can. I don't care if I take damage, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna let out a cry of frustration and just be really fucking annoyed.
Okay.
Being that the Steel Defender just went down, I'm going to expend a spell slot and pull out my Smith's tools and just tinker with it for a second, and it comes back to life apparently.
Okay.
With full HP.
With a couple of like a monkey. You
After a minute, it comes back with full
Okay.
HP.
Cool.
And then have a look around and still looking pretty good. We'll cast healing aura or something, aura of vitality.
Yep.
Healing or something, I guess, whatever.
And then I guess if you want to, it's a concentration, and as a bonus action, once per round, I can do a heal.
Yep.
So, yes, I guess if you want to tell me if we get interrupted,
I'll let you know.
Intermittently, so I'll do the first one. I guess Thorum as a bit of a repay for the assist, so that'll be 8 HP you get back.
Hey.
Beautiful. And you continue that journey around and you continue to heal if you'd like.
Yep. So I'll take a 5 for myself.
Yep.
Is anyone else needing a heal?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You physically
It's all- I guess I can see Gunner's a bit
Just
Sad.
buggered.
He's sad.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm alright.
You'll get
I
eight,
just was
8
feeling-
HP anyway.
How much do I get?
8.
Rolling 8.
Then another 8. If we're still going. I'll take a 10.
All right. And it's at that point that Variso sort of almost ushers you all in to have a quick word as he
Oh wow.
goes around. He limps on one leg, although he's still carrying a stick of some kind that keeps him upright, and he looks around his environment, looks around towards you all. Is it done? Is she dead? Fraser Blue is treacherous, hides behind veils. How can we be sure? How can we even be sure she was really here?
How can we be sure of anything?
I guess maybe all the viscera that we're covered in.
She was here,
fix
yes.
it up.
Pick off a bit of demon wing and molestra skin.
I saw her die. An explosion. Could it have just been a means of her escape?
We also saw you die, and here you are, so it makes sense that our eyes don't always.
No, he really died.
Wow, thank you, Thorgrim. I was trying to be really
Missed that whole last bit, but that's okay.
Fuck, why is our mic being so shit?
Well, in any case, he looks around the pit. Where are we?
That's an excellent question. And how do we get back? Molestra was the one who was teleporting us, I'm assuming.
I
Seemed
can
to
take
be.
us all.
I know where
I
we
can take
are.
us all to Pilot's Towers if you can use the.
I can
Oh,
take
we
us
go
to the
back in
plane of
time.
air.
Your device does it not take us back to the material plane as well?
No. No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it? I
No.
thought that was a pale yellow.
Wow. What? Who are you? There's, interestingly enough, as far as I know, my device does not take us. The sixth layer of hell, or the Feywild, or Delcor, or Celestia, or also the elemental plane of fire, or the element is one of those places.
Wait, it's in a different book that I got anyway.
Who are you, sir? It's one of those places. We could go to the plane of air, though. We could go there and see Barclays and tell him that his one true love is dead. Or Thorum, you could do that if you like, with that spell that you have.
While the conversation's going, I'll move from where I am. Just inspect where the explosion had happened to see if there's any equipment remaining.
Make an investigation check.
What did you say? Sorry, Thorum?
I said I can only take us back to Pilot's Towers. That's all I've got.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Getting these in fucking spades tonight. Natural.
Okay. As you look around the bodies of the fallen, the demon, and the lady who would have and was the archmage of House Kenneth of Corvair, and their bodies starting to melt into that lava, you notice that there is an untouched necklace of gold chain and a black diamond on the end of it, untouched by flame and perfect in its make, around the neck of Malestra. And you quickly grab it before it can be taken underneath the lava, not harming you. You also notice as well, before the demon is taken under, another smaller dagger, almost short sword in length. The hilt, a dark grey metal, and the blade, pure black, almost void of colour entirely.
Can I fetch that?
Yep, you grab it.
I'll take that out, and I'll just wrap it up for the time being. I won't equip it.
Okay.
And when it's appropriate, I'll see about getting these things identified, maybe with Friezo.
Sure.
But I'll return to the group.
Okay. And as you all come together, continuing to heal Travago and using your divine energies, Thorum. Doing anything at the moment, Gunnar?
I just was curious. Was that sword still there as well? That the
Not
demon was
that the
using?
demon was using. No, this appears to be another type, and it doesn't seem to be the same.
Okay.
I'll just quickly talk to the group. Does anyone need any other healing? I have a few potions left.
No, I'm quite well.
Good. How are you all feeling then?
Meh.
I know that this was quite a long, lengthy fight, and we've traversed perhaps plains. We no idea where we are at the moment.
No, I've never been here before. I look at the charred spot, the charred crater, or the remnants of the explosion. I'll say, for some reason, I always imagined that when she died, she would do it with some dignity,
Yeah. You could
like
not
you
trust
did.
her.
I would have liked to kill her. I would have liked to have the final fucking blow. But of course, like always, she had to be super pathetic, even in death.
Now, Rook, Gunnar did mention out loud that he believes that you're in the Shadowfell. Just
In the shadow. Okay. Getting out of here perhaps would be advantageous. Is there with that? I mean, probably need to roll a.
I'm missing a lot of what you're saying. Sorry.
Is this an enclosed room?
The walls are about 5 feet high initially beside you. The spiked wall is about 10 feet high, but looks like there doesn't seem to be any doors or anything that lead out, but it does seem to, the wall behind it's about 15 feet high.
And looking up, is this like a tower? Is it brick throughout the whole interior?
It's just a all solid stone and not a tower at all.
Perhaps the only way out of here is through teleportation. I can assist with this.
Oh, you can. I forgot. The only reason I say this, Laura, is that I go back to Pilot.
No, you'll have to repeat that. Sorry.
I missed you.
I don't know if it's smart to go back to Pilot's Tower because an arm.
Yes, there is an arm there. There are many arms there. We should. But yes, I see what you mean. There is an army approaching.
Hey, Army Thorum, listen.
Can you got listen? No, I'm listening, Amara. I'm trying.
Cast listen.
I cast listen. I cast tongues. But I agree. No, we shouldn't go back to Pilot's Towers. It's I mean, if anyone can take us direct to Shan, that would be a much better idea.
I can assist with this.
Well, perhaps it'd be prudent to check on the Temple of Ado, see what damage is left there.
As long as it's a place that we're familiar with, I can take us.
We should go to the Temple of Ado.
Yes. Yes, we should go there.
Friezo, how do you fare?
I can travel, shall we? I would also like to help out the wounded.
I don't know if you could hear that. Okay then. Is everyone done here?
So loud.
Yes.
So how are you doing that, Rook?
So I'll take the feathered hat of teleportation, and everyone gather around me. So everyone, that's a big close proximity, I'm pretty sure. And there's not more than 8 of us. So we're going to the Temple of
Ado, yeah.
Yeah, I use my imagination to muster up thoughts of the outside of the Temple of Ado, where the steps were that I believe that led in, and teleport.
Outside the Temple of Ado.
Cool.
Just in case you didn't get that.
Can I ask, what is it? Just cutting out, or is it
It's just cutting out.
just cutting out? I don't know.
I have a feeling it's your internet connection, to be honest.
That's all good. So with the huddle of everyone in this space, you concentrate, Rook, on this place that you've been to before a few times, a safe haven, or was, before it was attacked, in this mighty city of Shan. And as you concentrate, and everyone around you see each face, battle worn, but strong. And you take stock of that all your friends are with you and here and alive after such an encounter. And you feel stronger for it to have all your friends with you. And 2 things happen at once. The first is you feel yourself experienced by this, and you feel yourself strengthen, and you all
Level 13!
rise in your ranks, and you all level up. And then the second, quickly, the second moment of thought is one of panic, as by now that spell should have worked.
Stuck.
And that is all we're going to have for this evening.
Oh.
Thank you very much, everybody.
We're not reacting. Oh, now we are.
That was great. You know what happens on the stream is a little bit behind. It will happen. Can you imagine if it didn't? If we all clapped live and then nothing happened on the stream a moment later, that would just be freaky.
That would be awkward.
Twilight Zone.
Ugh.
Hey, guys, no big deal. But now I understand all spoken languages. All of them.
Every single one. All spoken. Good to know.
Every creature can understand what I say. So everyone can hear me say, fuck that bitch.
In any language.
In any language.
Look, Ham, I'm very pleased, and I'm so sorry that happened. And look, life happens, and I really appreciate the shout out. Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna bring this mic really close and hope that this works really well.
Holy crap.
Well, I thank you. Well, I just thank Promethean for sending through a screenshot to our DMs, and I'm just speaking quietly just in case this is actually really loud. We were actually the third highest views under the Dungeons and Dragons category tonight
Fuck.
on
Oh,
Twitch.
Wow.
And he sent through a screenshot of this. So thank you if you joined us. This was a wonderful and magical evening.
Yeah.
Thank you. Huge thank you to everyone who stayed.
If you are tuning in for the first time, that is not usually how voice is. He just sounds alluringly deep because he has a cold.
Quite.
Normally it sounds like this. Beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, but thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around and saying hi, and MVCDM for subbing, and everyone else for subbing and gifting subs. It's been an amazing night, and I've really enjoyed it. Hope you
Yeah.
have as well. And if you'd like
Namaste.
Namaste. But we must go. So, with that in mind, catch us next week as we understand why the five can't leave this place. And we will see everybody hopefully live
Wait,
next
wait,
week.
wait. One more thing. Hello again. This feels so fucking dumb, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Next week we will also be digital. There is mandate.
Of course.
Until
yes.
until then, we will reevaluate on July 13th to figure out whether we can once again be in person. But until then, we will be safely socially distancing. The reason why Ben and Jordan and I can all be in the same room together. But until then, we will all So thank you for your patience, and we will update you as soon as we can.
Secondly, for everyone who joined us, you can check us out on the YouTube channel. Check the catalog led up to this situation. Thank you.
Or you can check the wiki fan page if you don't have 1,000,001 hours to watch that. Thank you to Lara and Ham the DM. Do you have anything to say, Jordan?
Just that I'm all out of hours.
Yep, good. Okay.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Look, another quick milestone. First time ever, we've hit over 100 subs. We're at 100. We are at 105 subscriptions.
Oh, that was the last shout out I needed to get. Hello.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, but at 50 subs, I actually made a deal ago that I forgot about. At 50 subs, I told you all that you could choose the color of my hair. So I'll put up a poll at some point, and you can all vote on the color of my hair.
I say it's
Because I
brown.
fucking forgot about this, and I never thought we would get there. So that's a
guys
thing
think?
that's going to be happening once we hit 1,000, which is a very big milestone away. I am making a plate, so feel
You're making
remember
what?
that bargain.
You're making what?
Mickey?
At 1,000, I make a commemorative plate.
Of course, that's right.
Nice.
Cool. And apparently, pool
Like those
party.
ones they make in kindergarten with
Yeah.
the paper plates and the
paper plate.
yeah
Beautiful.
the pasta. They glue the pasta on.
I cannot wait to do a collage stream. Anyway.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anyway, we're going to say goodbye. Have an amazing night. Pool party at 200. That's not going to happen, but have an amazing night. We'll see everybody next week. And
We'll all
yeah,
get in a hot tub.
take care.
Ciao.